Hello. Welcome back to Almighty Blues FC, a fan channel for all to see, or it had to be done. It had to be done. It is basically Potter ball starting in the EPL as well for Chelsea. So come on, how can we not come? Or obviously popular demand. So hopefully popular demand base जो था भाई सब लोग आ जाए. First of all भूलिएगा मत. Yes, एक madness नॉर्थ लंदन डाबी चल रही है जो हम प्रेडिक्ट किए थे. आई डिड प्रेडिक्ट दैट रेड कार्ड लेकिन नॉट फॉर Spurs though, interesting वो लेकिन I had to get back क्योंकि it is a big game with Potter's first game in EPL in charge of Chelsea, and that is why I have Manan. Manan is one of the ultras of Chelsea right from the founding days of अपने RCB and Chelsea fan TV, not even Almighty Blues FC. But Manan, big up bro, कैसे हो?
Badhiya, sir. Thank you so much for having me again on the channel. It's a pleasure. I see Mikhail has also joined. Hi, Mikhail.
Yeah, just
Hi, Ankit.
Mikhail is joined. बिल्कुल. Hi Mikhail, how are you doing?
Football is back.
Finally, much needed real football like we say. लेकिन again let me big up a few people in the channel. Again भाई सब लोग एक चीज याद रखिए, like share subscribe. Like तो सबसे पहले करिए, अगर नहीं किया तो please like it, because that is basically the catalyst for the stream, so it gets us going. And of course more the people, more the watch along, more fun we're going to have, because trust me, Chelsea के साथ drama तो होना ही है, not just the North London derby, it's a London derby by the way as well. Big up to Solo and Man United agenda as well. Yes, talking about that, we are going to have a neutral B who's going to join us. Nathan is a Manchester United fan and a content creator. Pretty interesting that'll be. So वो हमारे watch along में भी जुड़ेंगे. I guess as soon as the North London derby is done. And yes, there ain't finally a Chelsea watch along. It had to be done. It's a big game. It had to be done. And Potter is a mystery man. चलो lineups पहले आ जाते हैं. Oh my God, Kukre is admitted to the hospital. That's not good news. He had illness, I know. And let's look at the starting lineup. And of course, Mamoom in the house, Rivaz, Anshul, भाई सब लोग like कर दीजिए, और सब लोग अभी comment करने वाले on that starting lineup. Yes, we are going to be discussing the North London derby because it is madness. लेकिन उस पर बाद में आएंगे. First of all, we have to discuss what the lineup is, because it's a new game, it's a new era in the Premier League for Chelsea. Or I don't know, man. Manan, have you taken a look at this lineup? First game, Salzburg, we probably played like a 3-5-2 kind of a system without the ball, 4 at the back. But aaj looks like at the 4 at the back. Although Premier League is saying that we might have Chilwell playing left centre back. What do you think? It's probably this one?
Yeah, it's a mystery to me as well, because लग रहा है कि ये 4-3-3 भी हो सकता है. It could be 4-4-2-2. Apparently, James could also be playing RCB, so we don't know. It could be 3 at the back, according to my good friend CFC Central on Twitter. So we really don't know what is the setup that Potter has gone with. So I don't know if I should be confident or nervous about it. As long as Potter knows what he's doing, it's all good.
It's all good. वही है, मतलब जैसे आपने खेलते ना, me and Mikhail have been discussing for like loads of months now कि भाई क्रॉस किया इंशाल्लाह. वो वाला चीज अब लाइनअप पे भी होने लगा. Mikhail, what is your reaction on this lineup?
Ani, it's unpredictable. It's hard to predict what he's going to do. This is probably, I think it is his first league game. So I'm excited to see what he does with the squad, but at the same time, is he going to take too much risks? Let's see. If he's playing a back 4, it could be tricky, because this team doesn't historically perform well defensively in a back 4, right? So, but at the same time, in the same breath, we're dying to see a back 4, because it will hopefully give more attacking impetus to our squad and our team. So should be exciting. I was hoping for Broja up front, and then maybe Oba comes off the bench as a super sub or some kind of role. But let's see how it goes. Should be interesting.
Of course, we'll break it down for everyone in the chat. By the way, bhai, North London derby ho gaya hai. And of course, it pains me to say that Arsenal are still top of the league. Yes, it's just 7 games in, not too much, but still, bhai, aap dekho to matlab 1/5 of the season is done and Arsenal are top of the season. Of course, it's happened before. I won't lie that. In December, I remember that year where they were top, and of course, Liverpool and Man City came up top. But anyway, by the way, बहुत सारे comments है, बहुत interesting comments है. Yes, by the way, Kunal, there is mixed reports. इसीलिए सब लोग को that's why we're discussing. इसलिए हम discuss कर रहे हैं. We are going to analyze when we all said कि भाई Tuchel का starting 11 formation हमें kind of break down करने के लिए it requires rocket science really. Potter is next level is what it's seeming. दो ही games हुए लेकिन अभी तो next level है, because you guys are right, like Manan ने बोला, James has a tendency to kind of help Silva in that 3 the back situation अगर खेलते हैं, लेकिन उसमें अगर खेलेंगे तो wing back में maybe we could have had, say for example, just throwing it out there, a Ziyech or someone like that, लेकिन वो ही नहीं है. Mount and Havertz, I don't see them playing wing back, so इसलिए मुझे लगता है this is more likely, इसलिए ये दिखा रहा हूँ, and not what some other websites are showing. Having said that, मैं quickly bench भी दिखाऊंगा for everyone out there who's wondering what is a bench, and of course Broja, Pulisic, Gallagher, not ex, I would say played at Crystal Palace on loan, Loftus-Cheek as well, Azpilicueta, बहुत लोग सोच रहे थे भाई I hope he doesn't start Azpilicueta, again captain, but yeah, the reality is he's not having the legs yet. अभी Hakim Ziyech, Koulibaly, Chalobah, Bettinelli. So looks like of course Mendy, first of all goalkeeper से शुरू करते हैं, and of course we'll be talking about the opposition. Manan, Mendy is injured, लेकिन going by that way that we saw in that first game and what we have seen in Brighton, I've not had a chance to discuss आपके साथ कि, what do you think, is actually Kepa, do you think, the number one right now? What are your thoughts?
I've been burnt by this so many times in the past, Ankit. I don't want to. With all due respect to Kepa, I wouldn't. He wouldn't never be my number one anymore. Just because I mean he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He was short of confidence under Frank, and he had some horror moments. And he's a good player, but I think every time if Mendy is fit to start, unless he does like howlers after howlers, game after game, I would not start Kepa over him. And that's why I'm actually eagerly waiting for Slonina to also come in. Usko bhi dekhna hai. Apparently, he's a very highly rated goalkeeper, under 21
I think
goalkeeper.
short stopping mein he's like wow factor hai.
Yeah, that's what I've been reading, and I've been watching a few of his games also. So, वो काफी मतलब he looks like a very good signing at the moment. Only time will tell, but Kepa, unfortunately, that boat has sailed for me. So it's just because कि भाई Mendy is not available right now. He's starting, and he's a number, but he's a firmly number 2 for me.
Yeah. By the way, I just mentioned ऐसी मतलब एक option दिया था भाई Darren, मतलब big up to Darren and all members in the chat. भाई everyone again, मतलब I request everyone who's there, again shout out देता हूँ quickly to Darren, Gaurav, Rishi, Mshay, Pratham, Anshul, lot of them, Kunal, Mamum, Mudit. सब लोग लाइक कर दीजिए, शेयर कर दीजिए स्ट्रीम सर, वी हैव मोर पीपल, बिकॉज वी गोइंग टू लॉट मच रिएक्शंस, वी आर गोइंग टू बी डिस्कसिंग बाय टैक्टिकली हर एक पोजीशन, एंड ऑफ कोर्स व्हाट वी थिंक पॉटर बॉल विल बी इन दिस गेम एंड इन गेम्स टू कम. तो भाई यस, Chukwuemeka, by the way, he also not available. He is ill as well, so that might be one of the reasons. Yeah, exactly. तो प्रथम वही है, मतलब ऑफिशियल जो है प्रीमियर लीग की वेबसाइट, आई कैन मे बी शो इट टू यू ऑल. अगेन मैं बेंच पे आई थिंक क्विकली दिखाया था, लेकिन आई जस्ट ट्राई एंड शो व्हाट एक्चुअली द ऑफिशियल लाइनअप इज सेइंग. That's really interesting because that they are saying something else altogether. Let me actually bring up the lineups यहाँ पर. The official lineup is saying that we are going 3-5-2. And what happened जो Salzburg के साथ हुआ था, we kind of continuing that is what the official lineup saying, with Ben Chilwell playing left center back, and looks like Reece James right wing back and Raheem Sterling left wing back. Well, it's possible अगर Ben Chilwell can replace say Kukurea, as it is that you think, लेकिन यार it might be a possibility. Let's talk about it, Pratham. And ये Mikhail से पूछना चाहूंगा. Mikhail, you remember like Chilwell under Lampard was like pretty good in my opinion, and then we had Tuchel coming in जो wing back system start किया, right? वहां पर Chilwell initially wasn't given like the green signal, and then he took a while to kind of embed into the system. So I don't know, maybe Chilwell is again unlucky, but maybe Chilwell has that potential to maybe just adapt, and you can see him as left center back.
Left center back.
Yeah, because see, ये जो दिख रहा है अभी स्क्रीन पे, as per the official website.
सही है. Like that's going to be. I don't think I've ever seen him play that position.
Yeah, same here.
So a little bit of an experiment if that's what it ends up being. Maybe it'll be a fluid back 3, back 4 type of setup. I don't know. Maybe they'll advance through one side only, and that'll help them retain some shape. But yeah, no. Can he do it? I mean, anybody can probably do a job, but अगर आपने अगर आपने लेफ्ट बैक खिलाना है तो हमारे पास और ऑप्शंस क्या है? वो वेयर इज कुलिबाली? कुलिबाली इज नॉट अवेलेबल.
Yeah, exactly. That's my next question. भाई मतलब कुलीबाली या इंटरव्यू में बोला है कि it's a new manager, I have to adapt, I have to kind of do well, etc. But is it simply the fact कि भाई कुलीबाली, and even I think Zakaria is not on the bench, for example, ठीक है? तो Zakaria कुलीबाली, it might be the thing that simply they are not kind of मतलब अभी तक settle नहीं हुए in just in terms of England. That might be a thing because कुलीबाली has been a long while in Italy, and of course maybe the language. I'm guessing that might be some of the things. मतलब I know he didn't do well in matches as well, but it's kind of strange, right? Not seeing Koulibaly.
For sure, yeah. Manan, I'll let you go.
Yeah, Manan, please add on Koulibaly. भाई मतलब क्या लगता है Chilwell versus Koulibaly? What would you have preferred in case हम three at the back जा रहे हैं?
Koulibaly has not had the best of the starts in England, and unfortunately, I had very high hopes from him. And obviously, he's like a veteran centre back in Europe, though there's no doubt about his quality as such. But he, for some reason, I don't think he's adapted well. Maybe it's the tactics, maybe it's the I don't know, cultural differences for all we know. But Abhi, he has been mistake prone, error prone, sorry, in the recent few games. But Chile, I don't know whether he has the physicality to play in central defense. मेरे हिसाब से मुझे वो थोड़ा weak लगता है उसका. And it's a, like you said, right, it's a new position for him also to play in. So if we had to stick to a back three, maybe I would have played Reece James in the on the right hand side, and probably started Ziyech as a wing back. Maybe I would have done
Yeah,
that way.
there ain't everyone, you heard it there. Why? Thanks,
Yeah.
Manan. At least एक option बताया. It was just an option, not a preferred option. But yeah, Manan, I hear you. Like again, is it the fact that pretty sure Pulisic does not want to play a wing back? First, let's clear that. ठीक है, वो एक clear चीज थी under Tuchel that happened. And again, for people who joined late, and let me actually request you all to like the stream so that we have more people and we have more reactions come the start of this kind of lineup. Having said that, हमारा we have to have certain other reactions on other matches. We'll come to that as well. Of course, the North London derby just happened, and of course, Liverpool ka game. Yes, I hear that Luis Diaz is not starting. So FPL in the mud, people. Come on, FPL in the mud, everyone. लेकिन meanwhile, let me actually see what. अच्छा चलो, ये तो ट्विटर अकाउंट तो खाली ये बता रहे हैं. अगेन यहाँ पर क्विकली अगर subs देखा जाए तो in terms of the subs, so what are the options? We have basically Aspi, Chaloba, Koulibaly, Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, Ziyech, and Broja. So again, I'll try and share the Crystal Palace 11 as well. But Mikhail, just coming to you, like Pulisic, Christian Pulisic, it's an obvious case. Like the बंदे ने actually book निकाला है, क्या क्या निकाला है, biography, whatever. We all reacted on it. But the fact that now he's not starting even in Potter's system, दो match हो गए, right? As in, what do you think is his future? Is it something that, considering it's a World Cup year, ठीक है? Do you see that we should have? I know it should have, could have वाला case है, like, or rather we should just move on, get someone new in January, because जो सिस्टम खिला रहा है दो मैचेस में अभी तक देखे पॉटर, यू आर सीइंग स्टर्लिंग इन वन मैच प्ले लाइक अ विंग बैक, अटैकिंग विंग बैक, like what Trossard played in recent times, and Pulisic doesn't like that. Say for instance, even if he comes in the system, और आज के सिस्टम में like pretty sure मतलब in this system you wouldn't really start ahead of Sterling, would you? And his preferred side is the left hand side. So where are you on Pulisic, Mikhail?
यार मेरा जो फीलिंग है पुलिसिक का ये है कि वो अनसेटल्ड है. यस, बट उसको अगर आपने सेटल करना है तो फिर यू हैव टू गिव हिम सम गेम टाइम. वो गेम टाइम स्टार्टिंग, आई डोंट नो इफ ही मेरिट्स राइट नाउ. उसकी जो परफॉर्मेंसेस है, ठीक है, वी ऑल नो कि ही हैज अ लाइक एट हिज पीक लेवल ही हैज अ गुड गेम, बट उसका जो पीक होता है वो इट काइंड ऑफ कम्स एंड गोज. उसको ज्यादा गेम टाइम मिला नहीं है. ही हैजंट हैड a run of games at any point apart from post lockdown. So kya kare ab? One has to just kind of keep your head down and keep working at it. I don't think I would start him ahead of Sterling necessarily, because Sterling probably is bringing more a different dimension right now for the team up front. So he has to fight for his spot. But उसका दिमाग, I don't know if his head is turned. उसको कोई ऑफर आई भी है, यूवेंटस से लिंक है, उसके बुक उसकी जो आई है उसकी भी टाइमिंग काफी ऑड है, उसका कंटेंट भी काफी ऑड है. सो ये उसके जो भी है एटलीस्ट अभी तक.
Because he would have started writing the book, when Tuchel was here. Imagine that.
Yeah. So I think writing's on the wall. He wants to move on. So, but the thing is कि जब मैंने उसको खेलते हुए भी देखा है, तो it's like he hasn't really, like, he's been sulking on the pitch when he comes on to play as well. थोड़ा सा मुझे लगा कि like he's not trying at the level I expect from him as a professional, right? Like, so I don't know. मुझे like I'm not necessarily want to criticize him, but I'm just speaking from my observation. Okay, he doesn't look like he's at focused. So focus अभी जो है वो इतनी distractions है इस वक्त चेल्सी के कैंप में कि बंदा किधर किधर फोकस करे, और फिर ऊपर से आप बुक्स भी रिलीज कर रहे हो, तो वो that doesn't help the situation at all, right?
Yeah, I hear you absolutely. लेकिन again, like again, I would hope कि यार उसका mindset हो, और Potter, I know, being an emotional intelligence student, I'm hoping that he helps out Pulisic there somehow. That's the only thing that I can hope as a Chelsea fan. लेकिन Manan, coming back to you, and I know काफी लोग यहाँ पूछ भी रहे चैट में, भाई Aubameyang versus Broja वाला जो situation है. Of course, Aubameyang coming after that injury that he did. Of course, things didn't go well towards the end of the Barcelona tenure. Personally speaking, what happened with him, right? लेकिन हाँ, अब आ गए हैं, and then now I know that he's looked off the pace. I have to be honest there. लेकिन Broja has looked terrific, bro. The fact that Premier League में Broja, like we all think that okay, he's young, he's kind of new. लेकिन actually is the other way around. Aubameyang को ज़्यादा समय हो गया Premier League खेले हुए than Broja. मतलब where are you on that? Like Aubameyang, or is it just that? Come on, Aubameyang is a main striker whether we like it or not, and of course he's a good striker, but he's not in form. Are you like, nahi, just give him games, he'll probably get there, and this formation kind of suits him?
I think you have to look at it from Potter's perspective. You have just came onto a club, a big club. You have taken that huge step. And अगर आप dressing room देखो तो Aubameyang, who will have a bigger influence over the dressing room, Aubameyang or Broja, right? Unfortunately, you have to, and that's what Tuchel also did when he replaced Frank, that he had to get the senior players on his side. अब आप शुरू से ही अगर Aubameyang को bench कर दोगे after buying him, after spending money on him, and to be frank, he's just played one and a half games. So
Yeah.
you have to take into account the dressing room dynamics also. Potter has to get the senior players on his side and then start making those authoritative moves, right? वरना उसको seriously नहीं लेंगे कोई फिर, right? So I think that's where Potter is fixating on starting Aubameyang and some of the more senior players in the squad. But I think given, I mean, if we set it up right, and that has been our problem with strikers also. Lukaku के साथ भी वही हुआ, that we are not setting up to play to their strengths. कि हम लोग कितनी बार through balls देते हैं. These strikers thrive on service. But हम लोग के पास वो creativity ही नहीं है. तो आप Broja ले आओ या you get Cristiano Ronaldo, you get Aubameyang, they'll still struggle to score consistently week in week out. So I think that irrespective of whether you start Aubameyang or whether you start Broja, I think our biggest issue has been the final ball, the final delivery, and that if we sort it out, I think we'll score goals for fun under Potter.
नहीं मतलब I absolutely hear you, bro. लेकिन हाँ वही है, मतलब Aubameyang का Darren asking why play him when he's not fully fit. Like Manan put it brilliantly. Like Aubameyang, when he does not play, yes, it's just couple of weeks that he's literally there at Chelsea. भाई लेकिन जब नहीं खेलता हमें पता है भाई Aubameyang of the pitch can kind of be a trouble maker.
Yeah.
I know he won't do that so early, but we pretty much know कि भाई why set in that even? Why give it a chance, and why not actually win over Aubameyang, win over Jorginho, for instance. Jorginho के काफी बातें चल रहे हैं that okay, come on, we might not extend him, etc. But now Jorginho, I don't know if any of you got a chance to look at the international break. With Italy, for instance, he's actually kind of played the system with the 4 at the back as well as 3 at the back. And honestly, लग रहा था Italy का say against England that Jorginho will be overrun by far. Lekin for me, he was the best midfielder in that game. I know we're talking about one game versus Premier League football, which is totally different with Crystal Palace midfielders and the sizes that they have. Lekin where are you on this, Mikhail? Like again, there were talks about Chalobah used as a DM in a practice game against Brighton behind the doors, Mikhail. So do you think that nahi, matlab what Manan said, going with the senior players, he's gone with Jorginho, come on, he's played that system with Italy, why not, use him in this role? Or you would have actually liked Chaloba could to be given that chance?
Yeah, I think बात वही है कि he doesn't want to destabilize the dressing room right at the
Hmm.
beginning. So Jorginho is one of the most experienced players in that dressing room. ठीक है, उसके अपने problems हैं. उसको when you set up, you have to set up to protect Jorginho. Lekin Jorginho is an enigma in the footballing world. I don't. When you expect him to play well, he doesn't. When you don't expect him to play well, he does. So Jorginho is Jorginho. Only time will tell if it's a good decision or not. But उसका as long as protection is there and Mount keeps an eye कि भाई अगर वो midfield में खेल रहा Mount के इसके if he gets left out of position, somebody has to cover. तो उसका हमेशा से यही फॉर्मूला रहा है कि उसके साथ कवर होनी चाहिए और they have to play smart like that. तो अब अगर बैक थ्री भी नहीं है, जॉर्जिनियो खेल रहा है, Koba Kante का भी situation I don't understand इसका क्या है, like is Kovacic fit again or is he like playing half fit?
Yeah, that's a brilliant point by Mikhail. क्योंकि देखो back four में I understand with the Italy, having that physical presence. यहाँ पर Thiago Silva, as much as we all sing praises for Thiago Silva, back four with Thiago Silva and midfield is Jorginho is a liability that will probably strike first and when it comes to Patrick Vieira's eyes. और especially when you have, again we'll come to the Crystal Palace, हमने अभी तक बात नहीं किया है, Eze and Zaha kind of people with Olise and Ayu, which are actually proper pace and strength that we're talking about. That is actually scary if I'm thinking about it 1 second. But koi nahi. Let me take a couple of comments for country players score bangers, but in club football they miss Chapins. Your thoughts? Oh, that's a Chelsea thing, bro. Come on, they're in. वो अभी तक पता रहना चाहिए आपको. Basically, Havertz देखे 2 गोल मारे ना. अब देखे, I'm hoping that he scores today and he's got that confidence back. Mount as well. लेकिन you know what happens यार. Chelsea, it's almost like क्या बोलते हैं, मतलब हम जब क्लास में कोई चीज करते हैं ना बचपन से, तो बेसिकली एक जन करता है तो बाकी लोग को टेम्प्ट होता है, काइंड ऑफ थिंग. एक जन वो परफेक्ट गोल का ट्राई करेगा, वही दूसरा जन ट्राई करेगा. जैसे आप बेसिकली सिंपल, आप मुझे देखते हो ना फीफा खेलते हुए वैसे, सिंपल एज दैट. लेकिन मानव पूछ रहे व्हाट इज द फॉर्मेशन. या इट इज बेसिकली still a dilemma, Manav. Having said that, for me it seems like a 4-3-3. It might be a 4-2-3-1 as well. Again, जो हम देखे थे, kind of it was Manan, Salzburg wala game was probably with possession. We played what, a 3-4-1-2. Sorry, a 3-4, a 3-5-1-1 actually. I would say, nahi? That's what we actually played. And with this game, it's looking like almost instead of that, मतलब बाकी सब चीज same है. Like वही एक center back कम है और we are having everything else. Would you agree with that, Manan?
I think so, yeah. I mean, shape-wise, देखना पड़ेगा what is the personnel he used in Salzburg और अभी यहाँ पे क्या है. तो as you said, एक दो ही changes हैं. So I guess shape-wise it should be similar. I mean, I'll be surprised if it's a back four क्योंकि जैसे you said, right, Silva and Jorginho in a back four is asking for trouble maybe. So I doubt कि back four होगा. But you will see interchanging shapes is what I'm thinking, at least at this point of time. And one thing Potter is known for is his flexibility in game to switch the shapes. Wo Brighton they do it. They used to do it regularly under him. So I think that is how we'll see ki possession में maybe we switch to a back four, but once we lose the ball, maybe you will see someone like James or Chilwell dropping in deep and making it a back five. तो ये भी possibility है. But हाँ, I mean, I don't see a complete apples to oranges difference between the Salzburg game and this one.
Okay, I'm on mute. Thanks. Anyway, so in the Salzburg game things are different because वहां पर जहां तक मुझे याद है, again even Crystal Palace at home है, फिर भी काउंटर होगा. We all know that possession football is something that चेल्सी के मतलब थोड़ा सा हो गया, डीएनए हो गया थोड़ा बहुत in recent times compared to before. लेकिन at the end of the day, it's not very different compared to what Crystal Palace plays. Having said that, Salzburg में I think if I remembered right, वहां पर you had a Sesko and I guess another forward who kind of really hit on the brake proper. तो वहां पर we probably needed that extra protection when it comes to midfield as well as एक wings में. यहाँ पर I'm guessing it's about maybe say for example अगर Reece James keeps his place at basically just the byline and not really moves about, then maybe एक job होगा कि यार Reece James you have to kind of be on Zaha. Like again, I'm just kind of comparing यहाँ पर. Like for example, we saw in the Champions League games towards the end of Tuchel's last season, right? तो वहाँ पर Reece James had a particular job of doing certain things. हाँ, as Chelsea fans हमको लगता था कि at times Reece James को ज्यादा लाइसेंस देना चाहिए because he's our only outlet really. ठीक है, लेकिन अभी maybe Potter is feeling कि नहीं, you have a Sterling on the left hand side, he uses him that way, and maybe Reece James is actually there because of Zaha factor. इसीलिए वो वहां पर खेल रहे हैं and not really going to be bombing on much हो सकता है. लेकिन again I'll come to you again while we wait till Mikhail. And by the way people जो बोल रहे भाई हॉटस्टार पे क्यों नहीं है, अभी तक शुरू नहीं है यार मैच, इसलिए नहीं है, आएगा यार 7:30 आएगा आई बिलीव सो. अगेन मैंने चेक नहीं किया, आई एम नॉट एम्प्लॉय ऑफ हॉटस्टार, बिग अप टू देम. लेकिन भाई स्टार स्पोर्ट्स सेलेक्ट 2 में तो डेफिनेटली आ रहा है, इतना मैं बता सकता हूँ. वो आने वाला, अभी तक शुरू नहीं है. आई नो F1 इज कमिंग राइट नाउ. आई थिंक हैवर्ट्स विल प्लेइंग बिहाइंड द स्ट्राइकर. Exactly, Kukukistan. That's what मैंने बोला. Like against Salzburg, we all saw that it was more like almost like a 3-1-4-1-1, where basically you had Havertz playing in behind the striker at times, and Mason Mount actually moving to midfield. यहाँ पर भी similarly it could be that. तो इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ it could be basically a 4-2-3-1, possibly same चीज 4-3-3 like it happens without the ball. लेकिन it depends on what Potter really believes. मानव बोल रहे हैं on the ball I see a 3-3-3-1 with Fofana, Jorginho, Silva. Okay, James, Kova, Kuku, Havertz, Mount, Sterling, and Oba as the sole striker. Yeah, this actually looks quite likely in my opinion. I don't know, Mikhail, I'm not sure if you got that comment. So ये comment देखिए, मतलब ये बहुत अच्छा है मानव को comment कि यार what about this thing? Maybe the fact is we are actually going to be playing back three with Jorginho, Silva, Fofana, and then you have James, Kovacic, and Kukurea playing. Chilwell, not Kukurea. I think he meant Chilwell, playing in front, which is kind of a double protection.
भाई इसी तरह कुछ करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि जो लाइनअप हमें दिखा रहे हैं ये 4-3-3 कर लो या 4-2-2-2 कर लो, उसमें we're gonna get blown away. Especially तुमने खुद मेंशन किया कि the speed of the Crystal Palace counter. I don't know what how they expect it to pan out. So ठीक है, if we retain possession, that's fine, but they will break. They will get their chances to break. And if let's say that we're not retaining possession, then we have to drop deep anyways. So I don't know. I don't know if this how accurate the predicted lineup is formation wise. So we have to adjust in the game 100%.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, let me welcome Nathan. Nathan, first time on Almighty Blues FC, bro. Welcome. Of course, for people out there who do not know, Nathan has a channel. So Nathan, how are you after that North London derby? Firstly,
very sad. I can't stand Arsenal. Can we say hate? Yeah, I don't know. Is that okay to say hate?
Yeah, I can't stand. Let's put it. Can't stand them being on top. Even I'm with you, bro.
I'm sure you were on stream yesterday. You saw what I'm willing to say. So I don't want to say get out of hand over here, but
no. As in, it is what it is. At the end of the day. But yeah, you have to.
Yeah, that guy is the worst right back in the league. I don't care what anyone says. Barcelona fans must be dancing. They got 30 million for him. Seriously, he's the worst.
And I took him in my FPL. Can you believe it? Even anyway, that's how it goes.
See, I assume you took it as a punt. Yeah. Like for FPL, if you're going to take punts, you're going to take players you don't like. It's just going to happen. It's the nature of that game. But my God, does he have a mistake in him? Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, for all of you who do not know, Nathan is a Manchester United fan, but again, he loves his Premier League. He loves his English, football as well. So, हम काफी neutral opinion, or as in again, we wear the Chelsea tinted glasses, so that's why I wanted this. And again, it'll be brilliant to actually get opinion from Nathan as well. And of course, उनका भी channel है. Please check it out, people. It's in the description below. First couple of lines. Havertz and Mount actually need to play as interiors between the lines, similar to what Alvarez and Gundogan did in City versus Palace. That's the only way the centre backs can be displaced out of position. Brilliant. Manav, मैं आपके पास आता हूँ ये comment के लिए. आप देखिए, मतलब first of all, the fact is we are still kind of having Havertz and Mount in the bracket with Alvarez and Gundogan, which is great. In fact, on that day they can be much better. To be very honest, no pun intended, Manav. Lekin, again, would you actually say that in terms of the ability, you're seeing them playing this role that what Manav is suggesting?
I think what, and I may be wrong here, मेरी tactical knowledge उतनी अच्छी नहीं है, but what Manav is trying to say is basically having two number 10s playing in that position. मतलब वो half space में जो the players where to make those runs and basically Aubameyang as a dummy, and you know, to draw centre backs out of position, and you have those two number 10s darting in and creating or utilizing that space, right? So wo wala role, I think it makes sense from a certain angle, but what I'm thinking now is and I know we have not talked about Palace lineup, is I think Palace are going full out attack for some reason. So I don't know how feasible will that be for Mountain Havertz to, be on those or play all those two roles effectively. If I see they have Palace has Olise and Eze in midfield, and they have a front three which is ridiculously attacking lineup for some reason. So I don't know how it could well be कि we may end up having a lot of the ball, but maybe we are not able to get out of our own half. तो वो effective कितना रहेगा, the role that Manu said about similar to what Alvarez and Gundogan have played. I don't know how effective will that be, because Mount and Havertz do track back a lot, and they will definitely track back a lot more than these two City folks. क्योंकि we'll have to have all those sort of all hands on deck type of situation in terms of defense. तो वो effective कितना रहेगा, I have no idea, but I again it depends on what system and what setup Potter is playing in. If it is a 4-2-2-2 or a 3-5-2, then we may not have those two roaming playmaker type roles anyway. So I don't know क्या setup है, but it could work given you play three at the back and you have potent wing backs जो width supply कर सके. Then you can have these two players kind of play close to Aubameyang and thrive on the space that he creates. But anyway, a good thought, I would say, from Manav.
Yeah, absolutely. अच्छा, by the way, यहाँ पर everyone who's there again do like the stream यार. हाँ, मैं mute था, मैं just imagine किया, but again good that I didn't speak in between because that he made a brilliant point, Manan, that is. लेकिन यार मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, देखिए Mount और Havertz का you can argue that the physical element is probably in a way underrated. I don't know. I know that Havertz is not 100% in terms of being week in week out. लेकिन I think मतलब एक example देना चाहूँगा. Havertz at his best can do maybe what he did to Sergio Ramos, as in just example जो हमें सबको याद है. So there are moments that they have. Mount, of course, एक होता है ना proper, it's a derby at the end of the day. So Mount, making those at times I would say dirty tackles, he has that in him. And that is what मेरे लिए that might be a brilliant suggestion as well. लेकिन यहाँ पर Mikhail Palace का quickly यार, I know we'll come to other games as well, but Palace, man, as in for you, what is the best way to stop this Palace? That front six, I would say, rather.
Yeah, man, it remains to be seen. The thing is, I don't know how the Palace का जो lineup है, how used to they are playing together. But मुझे ये पता है कि जो हमारा lineup है, I don't know how used to we are. So it's वो passing triangles बनेंगे, and whoever's able to step into the pockets. But again, I think उनका cheat code is their pace. I don't know if we can match their pace. So either way, we're going to try to invite them in and try to hit them on the break. Then we have to, be ready to play that kind of game. Should be interesting, man. I'm going to give Potter the benefit of the doubt that he's anticipating some of that and will have some sort of a strategy in mind. But let's see what happens. It's looking a little scary to me right now. मैं अब इसको lineup को बार-बार देख रहा हूँ, समझ नहीं आ रही मुझे हमारा lineup. Maybe it's a 4-4-2. I don't know, because if Sterling drops in deeper, then that could be a off the ball kind of formation. Even Havertz may drop deeper, so 4-5-1 भी बन सकती है at that point. So there are variations there.
Because Havertz and Mount kind of as in on the right hand side, physical element against the Zaha and Eze. मतलब that's a brilliant suggestion. Again मतलब it's almost like a chess game for me. और again जो लोग late हो आए भाई इनके लिए bench पर ही है. We have a lot of options. We can change things again. Yes, मेरा पहला, I don't know for whatever reason, my first eyes goes to Hakim Ziyech जब भी मैं देखता हूँ bench पे. लेकिन again, you have Broya, man in form, I would say. Pulisic out of form, totally out of form. Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek, knowing the Palace, the way that Selhurst Park kind of has that Palace team working, I'm pretty sure either of them आएंगे, 100% आएंगे. Again, Chaloba, there are stories saying that he might go, he might not go in January. So there I really doubt. लेकिन Palace में on the bench again Mateta, one guy जो मैं expect कर रहा था कि start करेंगे, is not starting. तो Mateta is not starting, but again they have brilliant forwards anyway. Schlupp can come on and kind of as an add to that pace which they already have. So they are having a couple of options, but again bench में pretty sure it's ours. So going by the lineup, सब लोग and I know we'll just quickly look at the other lineups as well. Nathan, up to you, bro. Going by the lineup, I know it's at Selhurst Park. The atmosphere is crazy. It's a London derby. What are your predictions?
So on my preview, I believe I gave the edge to Chelsea, but I started out by saying Palace is everybody's bogey team. I mean, like it doesn't matter who they are playing. It seems like Palace can definitely eke out a win based on who they play. I mean, we did lose to them as well, so yeah. I think Chelsea should edge it out, but based on the lineup, I'm a little worried. I agree with Mikhail. I'm very worried. You have to shut down that talisman that is Wilfried Zaha, and let's be honest, it's not very easy to do that. And
a Manchester
the
United
fact
fan
that,
has to say that,
does
right?
anyone think that the formation could be 4-2-3-1? I know I saw the Arsenal Tottenham game and it just came to my mind because I'm like Mateo Kovacic and Jorginho in the double pivot, and then do you think that's a possibility? Because
Yeah.
for me, I don't think he
Very
picked Ziyech because Ziyech's not fast enough to double team Wilfried Zaha, if that makes sense. I assume there will be a double team on him for sure. And if Eze is playing on his side too, that's going to be even more trouble. So I assume he's not been picked because of the work rate or the speed, maybe. So maybe is it a 4-2-3-1? Because a 4-3-3 with those players don't make sense. Unless I'm missing something.
That's perfectly put. लेकिन वही है ना, मतलब वो क्या किए ट्रेनिंग में वही जानते हैं. Having said that, I think it's about like the way Mikhail said, when we are kind of having the ball, we might play a certain way when you're not. Like Nathan said, हमें करना पड़ेगा double up on basically their left wing, that is. But again उससे right wing में outlet होता है Palace का, so it's difficult. Again मैं personally देखता हूँ कि okay, football cricket is saying I do see a red card in the game. Yes, it's a derby, but I would not say that. Hopefully not. Come on, bro, it's a crazy run of games. We can't afford that, especially with our main guy Kante not being back as well. मैं देखता हूँ we will concede, but pretty much sure हम आ जाएंगे भाई, 2 goals मारेंगे is what I'm going. 2-1.
I don't think any of us, Ankit, I don't think any of us can afford it after Arsenal winning. I don't think anybody in the top 6 can afford that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? I didn't hear your take on it. Was that a red card to you, by the way? Like, guys in the Mikhail Manan, was that a red card to you?
It was well played by Richarlison, नहीं? What do you think? Well, देखा था आपने?
Yeah, actually, honestly, I haven't seen it.
Mikhail, it was like way too early, bro, in the day. But
I was watching the first half, but then I was switching, so I wasn't able to watch the second half.
I think if had that tackle, been made on, say, one of our players, I would have demanded the red card. So I think it was. Okay. And as much as I hate Anthony Taylor, I think it was a red card worthy decision. But on any other day, I've seen worse tackles not being punished. But I think it was justified.
I think Richarlison, what he did, any forward in this day and age would do, right, Manan? That's the thing.
Sorry?
What जो Richarlison ने किया, जैसे ही उसको touch मिला, मतलब pretty sure that is what most of the forwards would do in today's day and age. So it was kind of well played by Richarlison. I have to put that. As a coach.
You mean Martinelli?
Martinelli.
Achha, sorry. Martinelli.
Yeah. Red card offense.
I mean, he has pace to burn. So I think he played Royal. He played the player more than the ball. So I think it was smart from Martinelli. But reckless challenge from Royal. You can't do that. Piche se aake you what were you trying to achieve anyway? So it was reckless. And I think as much as I hate Anthony Taylor, I can see why he gave that a red card.
Yeah. Achha, by the way, मैं Richarlison से बोल रहा हूँ. Sorry, yes, Mikhail.
Sorry, I was watching the first half, and में मुझे लगा जिस तरह के referee is siding a lot with Arsenal. He was not calling fouls at all. So I don't know if that spilled over into the second half, and that resulted in the card, the frustration, or on the Tottenham side. So मुझे लग रहा था थोड़ा सा bias है.
In fact, I thought the other way around. Jesus had a very good penalty shout that was not given at all in the first half. So, and So I actually felt that every time Kane went down, he was blowing a whistle. So I completely felt the opposite for some reason.
हाँ नहीं बीच में कुछ midfield में tackles हो रहे थे. He was just letting the game play out, but then he would stop the game the minute Tottenham would try to proceed. So मुझे अजीब सा लग रहा था. I was like, I don't know, maybe there's something going on there. Refereeing को मैं पता है हमारी EPL की refereeing जो है.
But you know what? Anyway, let me explain myself. मेरे 40 से मिला तब से मैं सोच रहा हूँ you're talking about basically the penalty and not the red card. Anyway, भाई यहाँ पर मुझे थोड़ी टेंशन हो रही है because यहाँ पे टीवी पे मेरा मैच शुरू नहीं हुआ अभी तक. पता नहीं आप लोग
watching this is we are watching one of the most boring sports at the moment. This is, you know, after watching F1 right now on my screen.
हाँ exactly F1 आ रहा है यार. मतलब क्या 7:30
Very
आ जाएगा ना.
depressing. Arsenal won. Now we have to watch
Pre-match चल
these
रहा
people
है.
race
Pre-match
around.
चल रहा है.
Pre-match चल रहा है ना. अच्छा
Pre-match
Mikhail
चल
has
रहा
a
है.
different stream.
The
So Mikhail,
teams
you're
are
going to be leading
the
it, bro. अगर होता है तो let me actually
the
pull it
teams
up.
are on the. I think they're on the pitch now.
Okay.
But
चलो.
photos
Meanwhile, let me pull up the
photo session हो रही है.
Liverpool.
Photo session हो रही है.
perfect. अरे सब लोग everyone भाई there are other games as well. Yes, multiple games होता है भाई. 7:30 जब होता है प्रीमियर लीग में इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम. यहाँ पर देखिए लिवरपूल का लाइनअप एंड yes, shockingly, I don't know whether it's because of European match in midweek. Let me see. Luis Diaz is on the bench.
He's on the bench. He's on the bench.
क्या है भाई ये मेरा FPL क्यों मार रहे हैं भाई ये लोग. पहले ही मतलब रेस्ट इन पीस हो गया. लेकिन I don't know, man. Nathan, I'll come to you on this one, being a neutral. As what do you think? Liverpool.
I hope they lose.
Opposition
Definitely not a neutral for this game. I hope they lose. And I hope they lose bad.
On a serious note,
I don't get the Carvalho left
manager.
wing. On a serious note, I don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something. Greatly missing something here. But I mean, it could work. Yeah, it's Klopp. He has the habit of getting it out of his players. So.
Yeah, Carvalho is good, but getting a start in Premier League game, with a team which is coming with a new manager, I don't know. And Manan, any comments वहाँ पर Liverpool क्या होगा? Liverpool जीतेगी फिर भी?
He scored a late winner, na? Carvalho.
Yes.
Maybe that's the reason, and like you said, Champions League game midweek, you won't want to risk the star player. One of the star players, of course, Luis Diaz. तो शायद इसीलिए and of course with a new manager coming in Brighton, he knows that Brighton will be vulnerable. उतना मतलब they'll take time to gel. They'll take time to understand what the new manager wants from them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's taking this as an opportunity to sort of try out different combinations.
So what? Let's go to predictions, people. 1 minute left. तो Manan, I'll start with you. Liverpool वाला match बता दो क्या हो गया score predictions.
Tough one. I think Liverpool should win it. I think Liverpool will win it. Maybe 2-0 or 3-0.
And Chelsea away to Palace.
I don't want to do this. I think given the way Palace play and the lineup that they've put in, I think we'll be in for a ride. I'm guessing 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay, let's see. और बेवे फुलम न्यूकासल भी है. I think that is interesting as well. वहाँ पर Calmiron is starting for you FPL managers out there who are asking. So that's good news for Almiron owners. Mitrovic, bhai, he's fit enough to start. That's interesting. Mikhail, quickly prediction by Chelsea.
Bhai, मैं नहीं कर सकता predict. I don't know Potter. I don't know Potter well enough, so I don't know. I'm actually on the fence right now. I want to see a few games to see what kind of manager he is. So I cannot predict right now. So I'm hoping for a win for Chelsea, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Anyway, I think me and Nathan have already made predictions. So यहाँ पर I think शुरू होने वाला है. Let me actually start my timer as well साथ में, so that you guys know what's the timestamp. काफी लोग पूछते रहे तो मैं सोचा आज देखते हैं भाई timestamp. I hope people are able to see that. चलो भाई मेरा तो शुरू हो गया यहाँ पर, and I hope people will be able to figure that out. चलो मेरे सर के ऊपर चल रहा है टाइम यार, जो भी timestamp देख रहे हैं. Mikhail, are you behind? Ahead? मेरा शुरू हो गया मैच.
अभी किक ऑफ नहीं हुआ मेरे लिए.
चलो Nathan and Manan.
I'm still watching F1. I have no idea what to do here.
It's coming. Star Sports Select 2 में आ रहा है यार.
Select 2 it's coming on? I'm on Select 2 HD.
Select 2 डालो.
Oh boy.
Double subscription. चलता है भाई, come on. Go for it.
अब किक ऑफ हुआ है.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God. Okay, so what does it seem? Manan, first reactions. Not a bad start by Chelsea, I must say.
I'm
एक long ball.
significantly behind you.
Okay,
I think.
it started for me. एक पहला ही मतलब लॉन्ग बॉल खेला डायगोनल क्रॉस जो
Yeah.
बहुत ही कम देखने को मिलता था टूकल के अंडर. जस्ट कंपेयरिंग
Oh.
सबसे पहला वो चीज दिखा और एक
Like,
फर्स्ट रूट फुटबॉल वाला चीज हुआ लिटरली. बट आई डोंट नो, मे बी इट वाज जस्ट अ सरप्राइज.
like 20 seconds behind yours, your
कोई नहीं
telecast.
इट्स पार्ट होता है भाई कभी. 2-0 to either games फुटबॉल क्लिक्स बोल रहे हैं. ओके, नाइस भाई. एवरीवन लेट्स लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब, लेट्स गेट मोर पीपल. ऑफ कोर्स साथ में करेंगे. एंड हाँ, यहाँ पर हम मेनली क्रिस्टल पैलेस चेल्सी का हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन the बाकी games we will react as much as possible. I don't know if I can put that as well. Let me try and put that in a mobile phone Liverpool वाला game, because I would love to basically get some रिएक्शन वहां पर भी. अगर बेसिकली ब्राइटन का गोल रहे, लेट्स पुट इट दैट वे. ओके, यहाँ पर अच्छा थ्रू बॉल. आई थिंक इट्स ओके. लेट मी पुट ऑन माय स्पेक्स. ओके, हावर्ड्स डूइंग वेल.
यार बहुत
स्टर्लिंग प्लेइंग ऑन द राइट.
स्ट्रीम है. पूरा 1 मिनट पीछे है क्या? नो थ्रू बॉल हियर येट.
होता है कभी कभी. यू जस्ट रिफ्रेश इट समटाइम्स, इट हैपेंस. संजीव बोल रहे डिज्नी हॉटस्टार. अरे अच्छा हुआ आर्यन, नाइस, ऑल गुड टू सी यू एंड डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक द स्ट्रीम अगेन. Shout out to Nathan as well, bro. Give him a subscribe. His channel link is below. Okay, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग. अभी फर्स्ट रिएक्शन में देता हूँ. It looks like a back four to me. Thiago Silva playing obviously with Fofana, Reece James on the right. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. चिलवेल के आगे खेल रहे हैं माउंट. तो are we going back to the say Lampard days? I'm just saying. It looks like Mount is playing on the left. ठीक है. और Sterling is playing on the right hand side, and it's basically a Sterling plus Havertz kind of combo on the right hand side. बीच में is Jovic playing in middle. So yeah, 4-2-3-1 लग रहा है यार. I think it's or rather 4-2-2-2. Anyway, it's too early I know, but almighty push are thanks यार, thanks. आ जाते हैं. आप लोगों को शुरू हो गया ना सबका मैच?
No, I still can't get mine, but I'm looking for it, but it's
Yeah.
still
Just
watching
refresh it,
F1.
bro. You having Tata Play, right?
Yeah.
Just put Star Sport Select 2 466. नहीं तो I don't know if you have Hotstar, same चीज Hotstar में भी आएगा. Or else pretty sure you can see Liverpool game and react to that as well. मतलब that will be helpful as well, to be honest.
Sure.
If you want to.
I mean, if they lose, I'll be happy to watch it.
Okay.
I
Brilliant
think
pass वहां पर.
I think the F1 is ending though.
Yeah,
There are
it's
some
about
interviews
ending. It'll
going
come.
on.
Don't worry, it'll come. Okay, so couple of observations यार. Quick. I know it's early भाई, लेकिन I think it's pretty clear. जो एक long pass है ना, I think a conscious effort है by Chelsea to actually look out for the long pass, which is actually a fantastic thing. Mikhail and me have got so agitated at times talking about it from months together. Mikhail, if that's true, probably that's the right way to go about things, right?
I hope so, yeah. बिल्कुल सही है. Jorginho, you're right. He's going for it. Chilwell, he tried to find Chilwell there.
It's so unlike Jorginho, मतलब in the initial minutes especially. तो
yeah. थोड़ा सा Crystal Palace is sitting a little deep, so you have to kind of be careful. But at the same time, yes, 100%, 100%. Because at least we're not doing seeing the same old build up from the goalie, for every movement.
That is why you have Eze and
okay, Brighton goal, man. Brighton goal हो गया भाई. Oh my God! Get in, bro.
Yeah, maybe I will watch Liverpool game until this starts.
It'll be more fun, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about F1. Please don't hate me on the comments if people like it. I just okay. F1's not
goal,
my thing.
Yes, absolutely. Brighton goal. तो भाई यहाँ पे मैं लगा रहा हूँ. मैं भी I thought first let me just focus on my Chelsea game. लेकिन let me actually put that now that has happened as well.
Be a little behind, right? Because we're on Hotstar, but at least 6 minutes. Brighton.
ट्रोसार्ड मैन मनन क्या लगता है ट्रोसार्ड आएगा चेल्सी?
आए तो ठीक है, अच्छा है, we'll welcome him, but who will he replace is the question.
ओहो मिस्टेक बाय कोवाचिच. अच्छा एक और चीज मैं नोटिस किया हूँ मिडफील्ड 2 में it is basically Kovacic playing on the right hand side, Jorginho playing on the left hand side, which is also a defense. Nahin? Kovacic is always comfortable in the midfield to playing on the left hand side. I can see a couple of mistakes made by Kovacic, maybe because of that, because it's kind of newish playing with Jorginho playing that side. But koi nahi. Okay. Patrick Vieira is still trying to figure out कि क्या खेल रहे हैं. वो signal कर रहा है भाई ये लोग ऐसे खेल रहे हैं. Like all of us.
At least 20 seconds behind Ankit. गोल सेलिब्रेट मत करना, हो जाए तो 20 सेकंड बाद करना.
यार चैट के हिसाब से जाएंगे भाई. चैट बता दीजिए. अरे गोल घंटा मैन.
They scored, huh?
अरे
I can't believe it. Just can't believe it. It has been all Chelsea. It is basically like आप देख रहे हो भाई मेरे स्क्रीन पर मनन.
Finally आया.
I can't believe it. It was the first attack. It was their first attack, bro.
Back four is doomed.
Or are you with the ball in? Fofana, 2 faults. 2 faults by Fofana. Oh, would it be harsh?
Basic. You gotta put the ball in where it's dangerous, right?
Yeah, and especially with Chelsea, right? Because हमें पता है कि यार वो ball in आती है तो that cross we cannot defend for fun, right? We cannot.
मैं आपको बोल रहा था कि ये deep खेल रहे हैं and we'll be caught out potentially. So everybody was running towards goal. तो ठीक है अब ये that's the risk. और ये फफाना का clearance था यार ये. He kind of pulled away from it.
Fulham down to 10 men.
God, what's happening? Down to 10 men already.
Yeah. Nathaniel Chalobah, ex-Chelsea, sent off.
I'm going to assume none of y'all have Mitrovic on your squads.
I have Mitrovic on my squad.
Oh God.
Made me some points.
Gameweek.
Made me some points, but I don't know आजकल क्या कर रहे हैं. It was good value for what it was.
He is good value. Yeah.
Yeah, Danish basically again a Manchester United fan by Danish. Welcome, lekin by
Yes,
not a great
well,
time.
Pick up Danish.
Welcome you. The team switch off favorite conceded in initial minutes. Hope this continues at least for tomorrow. You know what? It is Premier League football, bro. Trust me, that's what it is. And especially with Chelsea, it's not a huge surprise to all of us. It's going to be a long day for Chelsea. You know, Palace, when they get the lead, sit back and they do nothing. They close the shutter. They do, of course, at Selhurst Park, the atmosphere is another thing altogether. Again, coming back to that goal, again, सब लोग chat में भी पूछ रहा हूँ, but I'll put this question. I hope everyone in the panel has seen that goal, right? But no, अरे भाई, long shots to Kepa, man. This is a thing. And they tried a long shot, and Kepa basically was just about right at this point. Did not really miss it. Lekin, Manan, I'll put it to you. Whom would you fault in that goal, yaar? Chilwell should have blocked the cross, or maybe Fofana letting. I think who was it first?
I think both Silva and Fofana. Right? You can't. I mean, Edward really came in between and stole the ball from them.
He happily passed, yaar. उसको wait कर रहे थे.
Both the centre halves should have done better. I mean, या तो communication नहीं है या तो something, but that should have been dealt with. That is very bad defending.
I don't know, Mikhail, but by going by this, like जैसे मनन ने बोला ना, 4 at the back doesn't kind of suit us. But again, we should be trying it for few matches.
Suit की बात ये है कि when you play 4 at the back, आपकी positioning has to be on point for your defensive lines. अगर आपने, especially when you're playing against a team like Crystal Palace with the attacking players they have, so that's the trap. They were playing deep. They started the game playing deep. So they were inviting us in. They were hoping कि जनाब they win a 50-50 and they can break away. So ये बार-बार करेंगे. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but again, it's basically we have to hope for the best, but more than hope. यार मैं एक यहाँ पे एक करना I have to admit, man. I did mention that I did say that Kepa has really looked good in recent weeks and all those things. Abhi literally you can see on screen 11 minutes have happened. I take my words back. Simple as that. Man, Kepa has looked every time the ball has gone to Crystal Palace player who's taking a shot. मुझे लग रहा है भाई गोल होने वाला है. Kepa has not looked confident at all with long shots, bro. I have to say. Nathan?
I didn't think, I don't know. I never liked him anyway. Ever since he did the whole I'm not getting off before the penalty shootout thing against your coach, I was like, sorry, you can't have this kind of dissent in your team when
Well,
you're a
that
manager.
was like everyone agrees with
And I'm
that,
like, see, and as a neutral, it's like it's just and it's a disrespect you can't take back because there's like 70,000 people looking at you, and you're like, no, I'm not getting off the pitch like a little baby. So yeah, it is unfortunately a waste of money. You hope when you spend that kind of money on a goalkeeper, they'll come good, at least long term. But
that was an absolute panic buy.
Yeah, but
Nobody
you always
expected
hope, right?
Courtois to-
You always
Courtois
hope, right, Manan? You always hope. You know, you any signing, whether it's 5 million, 80 million, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So the
You
complete
always
panic
hope
buy.
best.
Nobody would have expected Courtois to go AWOL, and we were caught with our pants down. Simple as that.
It's surprising you all didn't go for Keylor Navas.
Yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't that make like the most sense, like a win-win for everybody? Somehow
Making
it just
sense
didn't happen that way.
is generally not associated with Chelsea transfer windows.
Or any rich owners in general.
Nah,
Like
I would say
crazy rich
City have
owners.
it very well. I mean, City have done it very well, even with their crazy rich owners. Almost all their signings are on point.
Manan, I don't know about you, but before Pep came, they had the same owners. They weren't doing what they were doing right now. I think Pep has a lot of
But that's
reason
what you
for
say.
that.
I mean, that's what happens when you back a manager. So that's
Sack
what they did
Potter
with Klopp.
already.
I
Sack
can't
Potter.
remember last time who they're getting sacked.
Come on, yeah, don't be. It's not that bad. Yeah, come on.
But I do miss Thomas Tuchel. I have to say.
We're back to the game. Sorry, guys. Now I can finally. Now I don't have to watch Liverpool lose. Although that does sound more appealing.
By the way, I have put both the games, bro. मैं दोनों games जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि
mine's on
Brighton
Hotstar. Now I
scoring.
can do.
Newcastle are also leading, by the way.
Yeah, Newcastle are leading exactly. Darian has shared Manan, thanks. And वहाँ पर again only motivation is the FPL, bro. I would say. That's what I would say.
Totally.
No problem. Anyways, so
I almost doubled up on Chelsea this week. I have Fofana on the bench with James, and I was like, I don't think this is doubling up today against Crystal Palace. Does not seem like a good idea.
Yeah, any chance.
I
By
still
the way,
got
I have to
James.
say about Nawaz. Nathan was asking, right? One thing is like I remember क्या हुआ था कि Napoli probably had एक moment कहाँ पर they might swap the goalkeeper Kepa and their goalkeeper ना. फिर they got to that Nawaz might be available, so they went for Nawaz. और लग रहा था almost that is imminent, so Chelsea kept Kepa. So almost it was like it was never an option because of that situation in the transfer window.
Kepa
Who
was
was the
once
goalkeeper
very
at the time,
strongly linked
Ankit?
with
Was it Pepe Reina or was it
No, the other guy.
was it Ospina, right? From
Statoshka,
Arsenal?
what's his name?
Strakosha.
Yeah,
Albanian.
Strakosha, exactly. So वो था 25 minutes man कोच सैक कर दोगे हमने कॉमन को 1.5 सीजन देखा अरे बिल्कुल यार बारसा फैंस भाई कॉमन को देखे
And Sanjeev, don't forget, you have a lot to be thankful for to Koeman. That's what he said on one of his interviews. You're lucky to have him.
फोटो यार भाई
that would be nice. That would be nice.
यूनाइटेड क्या बोलते हो
Distribution goalkeeper, that would be nice.
एनीवेज मतलब अभी खाली वुल्स नहीं है यूनाइटेड भी है पोर्चुगल so you can kind of say that.
I was watching the international game. I was like, everybody's either from Manchester or Wolves. In the starting 11, I was like, red and blue side of Manchester and Wolves.
अरे सहज, नाइस टू सी यू ब्रो, हमेशा मतलब अगेन फॉर पीपल आउट देयर भाई, सब लोग लाइक दबा दीजिए। और अगेन यस, मैचेस अच्छे नहीं हो रहे व्हेन इट कम्स टू चेल्सी एंड लिवरपूल अभी, लेकिन अगेन प्रीमियर लीग फुटबॉल है, यू नेवर नो व्हाट विल हैपन। और हाँ, डेरेन बोल रहे हैं साइडवेज पासिंग हैज स्टार्टेड अगेन। मैंने क्या बोला भाई डेरेन, वो एक बीमारी होती है ना, आप स्कूल में होता ना, हर बच्चा बेसिकली एक चीज करता है, दूसरा बच्चा वही चीज करने वाला है। वो चेल्सी में अनफॉर्चुनेटली एक चीज है, लेकिन पहले जो मैंने और मिकाइल ने पहले बात किया अबाउट दोस लॉन्ग पासेस, मिकाइल, probably the fact is with the long passes we are losing possession and maybe we have got back to sideways passing. Is that the reason you think?
Muscle memory is sideways, so क्या करें?
हाँ बिल्कुल, well said.
इस तरह की
Yeah.
गेम में I almost feel like गिलमोर का होना चाहिए, because if you're trying to really play.
Oh, Brighton
two
scored a
passes-
second goal. I think it's Trossard
yes,
again.
man.
I think it's
Oh
Trossard
my-
again.
Trossard, man,
Yeah.
why get him now?
Oh,
Get him
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. 2-0, 2-0.
Oh my god, that's the only
But
kind
Liverpool
of
will turn it
oh
up.
my
I'm
God. I
telling
can't
you,
wait for
Liverpool will win
tomorrow's
this.
game now. Oh, it's a double Danny
Liverpool will
Welbeck
win.
assist even. If anyone took the punt on Welbeck, good job this week. Double Welbeck assist.
yeah, मैंने by the
You
way
love to
मैंने
see it. The former United guy doing damage to Liverpool. You love to see this. You just love to see this.
Anybody
Welbeck is
have
actually
Trossard
good.
in their FPL? Because I'm just
ये
wondering how much.
मिकाइल मेरा था और मैंने रेकमेंड किया सबको भी, भाई आप बेंच में रखो, क्योंकि अगर बेंच में गोल्स करोगे तो यू माइट गेट समथिंग, लेकिन एक्चुअली यू शुड हैव स्टार्टेड विद ट्रोसार्ड नाउ, आई फेल्ट। इनफैक्ट
I was
कैप्टन
going to. I thought Gross was a good idea, but I just couldn't make any more changes this week.
या ग्रोस मैकलिस्टर और ट्रोसार्ड, यार मतलब दोस आर द
Oh,
चॉइसेस
that's a
that you
nice.
can make.
Oh,
But you know what the narrative is going to be, na? Potter left Brighton and Brighton are winning, and Chelsea are losing.
और new manager
He's-
bounce, Manan, won't you say that?
did Brighton replace Potter with Potter? I mean,
Good
I
one,
feel like
good
this
one.
is we are just slandering Graham Potter now. It's becoming that. I feel that as this
Okay,
game
Mason
goes
Mount
on.
is a nice turn. His turn, लेकिन वही Havertz, as soon as he got the ball, first thing is भाई साइड में जाते हैं, बहुत लोग हैं बीच में। लेकिन बढ़िया पास गया, लॉन्ग पास टू स्टर्लिंग, स्टर्लिंग gives it back, nice pass to Crystal Palace players। कोई नहीं, we are getting there slowly but steadily। Brighton now
Sehaj is
challenging for
saying
top
Klopp
four।
out. Ankit, you think Sehaj is saying
नहीं
Klopp
यार,
out?
आई डोंट थिंक सो, आई डोंट थिंक सो। लिवरपूल मतलब अगर वो होता विद चेल्सी 100% मैं बोलता 100%, लेकिन विद लिवरपूल द वे थिंग्स वर्क इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। अगेन मैं थोड़ा हो सकता है आई माइट पिस ऑफ सम लिवरपूल फैंस, देखिए द फैक्ट इज भाई, फैक्ट मैं बोल रहा हूँ, 30 इयर्स में हम नहीं प्रीमियर लीग अभी वन, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट, ठीक है, मतलब it's a fact and Klopp has done that, bro. You cannot actually sack Klopp right now on
You
Champions
might
League भी
it
जीता है
might
भाई,
piss
किसी
off
तरह।
some fans and it might make other fans very happy. You said that.
अरे
Neutral
1 सेकंड,
perspective.
पेनल्टी है क्या चेल्सी का? नहीं नहीं नहीं, मी भी
Oh,
हो रहा है।
no.
Oh man, what a chance, what a chance man, that was a brilliant chance। I know my fellow panelists are behind me and they're cursing me right now, लेकिन the fact is this was basically a chance, low cross kind of header किया माउंट ने, माउंट as usual did not even मारना था भाई, he didn't even have a goal on target। That should have been a definitely a goal in my opinion। It's a chance missed, I don't
Aniket
know।
Jadhav, Potter was holding Brighton. Well, right now
Okay.
he's not there and they're doing well. Yeah, so let's see.
Just outside the post.
I think I'm on your time, Ankit, because now I'm watching it on. I'm getting the TV feed now.
हाँ टीवी पर देख रहे हो ना, तब तो साथ
But
में
I
होगा।
think on the Liverpool match I'm behind, but because I'm watching it on Hotstar.
हाँ लिवरपूल मैच इवन आई एम बिहाइंड, वो तो मैं टाइमर एक डाल रहा हूँ, दो अलग
No, I saw
टाइमर
the
डाल रहा हूँ।
second goal because I saw it on SofaScore. That's
Oh,
how I knew
okay,
they
okay,
scored a
got it.
second goal first.
Got it। Brighton victory against United, now supposedly Liverpool। You know what? Brighton, correct me if I'm wrong, fellow panelists, like सब लोग, I think Brighton for a long while they hadn't beaten a top 4 side and now they are like back to back जीत रहे हैं भाई। I don't know what is it about Brighton।
A bogey team, another bogey team, in my opinion. Maybe now it will change because of the different coach, but under Potter, could beat anybody any day. I remember they absolutely smashed Spurs. I'm sure Ankit and the panelists would have enjoyed that one because that was a fun game to watch actually. I mean, they have it in them. You have to say they have the players to do that. So full credit.
Oh my God, Tuchel to Liverpool नहीं हो जाए यार. Come on, please.
I
Oh,
mean, it
not
only
again.
makes
Yeah,
logical
please.
sense.
Now we need them to have a terrible coach for the next couple of years, so everyone else can relax a little.
But Tuchel following Klopp is a thing, huh? I have to say.
It is.
Yeah.
Whether it's a
Brighton with another
coincidence or
corner,
whatever.
guys. Brighton with a corner, 21st minute. Oh, that was a bad
Chelsea
foul.
will get
Come
back.
on,
Chalo,
yeah.
Indranil, yes, that's the spirit, bro. Come on, yes, बिल्कुल. यहाँ पर Fofana, man, whenever Fofana is
Oh,
kind
yellow.
of getting injured, no? नहीं, I think he's injured. It's basically a yellow for a Crystal Palace player. I think Edward. Bad tackle, bro. Bad tackle.
Edward, yeah.
But Fofana, man, he's coming after long-term injury, last year. So, okay. कोई नहीं, Darren, again, have patience, bro. Have faith. It's just a game of football, but it's Premier League. Anything can happen. भाई वेस्ट हैम के साथ सबको याद है एक पास हुआ था, चिलवेल ने कैसा गोल मारा था. You never know. That is basically Chelsea. Yes, ideally we don't want that, लेकिन अभी के लिए we are still building game by game, ना. Okay, Fofana with a nice run. लेकिन again हम क्या करते हैं? He gives it to the right back gives it back to the center back, और वही pattern is continuing. मतलब he actually made
Again,
a run.
don't celebrate the goal, if you score. Just like give a smile and be done with it. सब साथ में celebrate.
I'll try my best, bro. That's वो होता है भाई वॉच अलॉग में थोड़ा सा टैक्स यार आपको लेना पड़ता है भाई. मतलब क्या होता है ना, मतलब एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स ऑल अबाउट सब्सक्राइबर्स. इसलिए सब्सक्राइबर्स आपको पूछ रहा हूँ भाई सब लोग, वेयर आर यू वाचिंग ऑन? इफ यू गाइस आर वाचिंग ऑन हॉटस्टार, आई विल वेट एज मनन इज सेइंग. अगर आप टीवी में देख रहे हो तो आई विल प्रॉब्ली रिएक्ट. ब्राइटन कोच इज गेटिंग एडवाइस फ्रॉम पेप ऑलरेडी. Football Chris, the Man City fan, of course. Imagine Brighton pulling a Leicester. Oh my God, nahi. That is okay. Let's ask the panel. यहाँ पर Mikhail is seemingly very down because of Chelsea's performance. Seems like Mikhail, क्या लगता है भाई? अगर other teams में, if hypothetically let's speak, if there's a team in the Premier League which can really surprise and win the Premier League again, apart from the 8 teams which have won till now, I believe. कितने teams जीते हैं पता नहीं. Which is the team?
That's a good point. इस वक्त तो मुझे लग रहा है कि आर्सेनल ही up front. आर्सेनल जीती है.
नहीं मतलब हिस्ट्री ऑफ प्रीमियर लीग वो जो टीम नहीं जीती यार, मतलब उसमें पूछ रहा हूँ. ओके, नाइस.
Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to react. Apologies.
No. Come on.
Oh, he scored.
Is it not our day?
No, I think it is going to be your day actually.
Yeah. Man, come on, bro. Usually Sterling finishes that off. It's a post.
Liverpool put one wide. Nice attacking cross. Got cleared.
Okay. We will concede more on counter. Again, the same problem. Lot of possession, but no output. वही ना पहला. I think it was
I'm 30 seconds behind you guys, so I'm
okay.
kind of trying to make sense of what you guys are saying, and then looking
How
at
has Sterling not scored?
Actually, can I ask the panelists something? Because I assume we all share a mutual disdain for Arsenal. So, how do you feel about Aubameyang being a striker? I found that I can't believe what he has a tattoo of Arsenal on his hand. I was like, wow, is he really coming to Chelsea? How is this being allowed?
Yeah,
I remember when Benitez went to Everton. You guys remember when Benitez went to Everton?
Yeah, match के शुरू में there was a close up. It was Aubameyang and Sterling, and I didn't realize that they're Chelsea players. So I'm still getting used to the fact that they play for us.
Yeah, even Potter. मतलब मैं तो सच में बोल रहा हूँ. मतलब it's a new thing, ना. मतलब I go with Mikhail actually. It's like they have to win over us, bro. Yes, definitely we will support them because they're Chelsea players, but especially Aubameyang being.
But did you like the fact that they went for Aubameyang?
See, Aubameyang, I was still okay. Like for example, I know मैं सच में बोल रहा हूँ. Fabregas, ठीक है, मैं डायरेक्टली बोलता हूँ. That was when I started following football. Obviously, that time मैं hate भी करता था certain clubs को. I agree, and one of the players was Fabregas, because Fabregas being an Arsenal player, he used to basically have time and again fights with Lampard all the time. Or of course, वो काफी बार he used to rile us up big time वो सब. I used to feel that way when Fabregas came. लेकिन Fabregas ने आया, पहला ही पास किया भाई बर्नली के साथ, भाई वो चलो खत्म, बस खत्म. मतलब you win us over, no? And that's clear. Fabregas बाद में जो किया, he kind of said that okay fine, he actually got in that Chelsea blue वाला चीज वो आ गया. वो ओबामेयांग में आएगा यार in course of time, because again he didn't leave
Ankit,
Arsenal the
correct
right
me
way,
if I'm
no?
wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. He got a lovely send off by Chelsea as well, if I remember correctly. He was very emotional, I think, when he
Yeah,
left Chelsea.
Fabregas is
He got
magic.
a wonderful send off. So you can tell that the fans were won over at the end.
100%, 100%. I don't know a single fan who would say no to that. Absolutely.
Even
Yes.
before the end में he wasn't getting a lot of game time, and the fan base was up in arms कि यार इसको खिलाओ, इसको लेके आओ, आप the bench ले आया करो. So his time was up. His legs had gone. वो pivot में आपको पता Chelsea pivot is a pretty stressful role. So in the end he just couldn't do it. But you know we still haven't replaced that ability, right? To this day वो long passes की बात कर रहे हैं. Nobody can do it since then.
बिल्कुल. और बहुत बेसिकली द बिग नेम इन लास्ट रिजॉर्ट टू गो फॉर इट, जस्ट मेकशिफ्ट सेटिंग. हाँ मतलब ऋषभ, एक और चीज मैं एडमिट करना चाहूंगा, एडिंग टू
I
व्हाट
agree.
नेथन इज आस्क्ड. देखिए what doesn't feel right to me is a Barca second choice striker is coming and becoming Chelsea's first choice striker. That doesn't feel right to me. I have to be very honest about it. Nothing
Also, he
against
left
Barca.
off form, Ankit. He also left off form. He left Arsenal out of form. That's why they were
लेकिन
happy to
बारसा
get
में
rid of
फॉर्म
him
में
at the
था.
end.
बारसा में तो he did well, bro.
No,
बारसा में
but
तो
you
he
know,
did well.
I looked at it this way, right? He left because he wasn't doing it in this league, and then to come back to Chelsea,
But
who
no,
plays better than
that's
Arsenal
not
at
the
the
reason,
moment.
bro. He left. Come on, we all know it was Arteta के साथ ना. Manan would add to that.
Yeah.
Manan, what do you
No,
say?
but
What do
he
you
was
reckon?
also out of form, right? Like he wasn't. I mean, like he wasn't scoring at the time. They were happy to let him go. Like they were playing Lacazette,
But
who
why wasn't he
always
scoring?
played behind him.
He didn't give his 100%. It was clear.
Also, I feel weird. I remember what the Everton fans did to Benitez when he signed, and then when I didn't know this, but when I heard Aubameyang has an Arsenal tattoo on his hand, I'm like, surely this can't be allowed in this club. He has a
Yeah.
tattoo of them. I was like, this
Okay.
can't be
By the way,
allowed.
Chelsea are building on the right hand side. Yeah, I must say that
Yes.
we are building well on the right hand side. लेकिन वो ये physical element on the left hand side of Crystal Palace seems to be overpowering us. नहीं तो हम actually अच्छे moves कर रहे हैं कुछ right hand side से. Klopp 7 years peak. Yeah, curse is back.
Someone
As a
else
Barca
said
fan,
that as well, Ankit. Do you feel that has a part to play? Like a couple of people, subscribers said earlier in the comments, this is a seventh year curse is
I would
back.
not keep the
Something like that.
7 year. What I would say is Klopp admitted, खुद ही admit किया ना कि we have to reinvent. वो एक चीज है क्योंकि I think at some point you are sussed out ना. और आपके अगर heavy metal football खेल रहे हैं, you cannot do it year in year out for so long यार. Again losing possession, bro. Chelsea. Yes, Sanjeev, I definitely hear. I got all the good feedback from Barca fans, bro, about Aubameyang. But reality वही है. You have upgraded to Lewandowski. We have also upgraded from a Lukaku. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Lukaku is still our player, by the way, Ankit.
Huh?
Lukaku is still our Chelsea player.
Yeah, technically. No, but I hope he doesn't put on the jersey again, bro. Like, sir, personally, if you ask me.
क्या खेल रहे हैं भाई?
यार माउंट ना लिटरली लेफ्ट विंगर ही खेल रहा है यार. मैं देख रहा हूँ ना. मतलब we are literally going with a 4-2-2-2 with Mount kind of, you know, that.
Police had a 35 million release clause. I'm extremely surprised nobody went for him.
Yeah, और उसका एटीट्यूड सही है मनन. आपको याद है FA कप में we beat Crystal Palace.
He's a Chelsea grad.
Yeah, exactly. And we should be knowing more than anyone. Okay, यहाँ पर again Chilwell, I have to say, so sorry boss, I love Chilwell, bro. You're not having a good game. Simple as that. If you remember,
I don't think
Frankfurt
anyone is
man,
having a good game at this rate.
no, but अपना right hand side में फिर भी they are like, you know, trying. Left hand side में they are like giving up and things like that. Body language.
I would say Mount is having an okay game so far.
But
he had a good chance. You know, you have to take those chances you get. You don't know how many you're going to get in the game. I thought that was a good chance.
See, they were mentally not fit, especially to heartbreak loss to games. At this rate, bhai, we have a midweek game against Milan, and yes, by the way, we are going to be live on Monday for that, and that is a must-win. It's an absolute must-win for Chelsea. It's at home. जहाँ तक मुझे याद है Wednesday को, मतलब this way, भाई, look at that man, Kepa. Did you see that, Nathan? नहीं, मतलब कुछ हुआ नहीं, लेकिन देखिए, he has just come out with the ball. थोड़ा सा टच होते ही he kind of falls down, man. Like the guy is, I don't know, physically he looks not the part.
अच्छा, that is like a foul.
सिल्वा ने जो ब्लंडर किया था तो वो बचा लिया था सिल्वा ने.
हाँ, वो वाला देना पड़ेगा के पास.
मतलब this is like first time I've seen him confidently claim a cross or a corner.
At least he got the ball.
I thought he made a mistake or something. This is okay. ये तो
नहीं वही ना.
I really wish Cucurella was playing. I really wish Cucurella was playing. Honestly, I like the look of Cucurella.
वो खुद ही गिरा है वो. He dove himself.
Yeah, kind of. He did kind of do that.
He kind of self-sold it.
They didn't take it easy, bro. I don't worry.
I'm thoroughly entertained by Derain, even when we are on the chat.
बिल्कुल.
I just read the comments. Thoroughly entertained.
Okay.
Oh, yellow.
Bro, there was a fight. There's a fight. I think Thiago Silva gets a yellow, and they are saying Crystal Palace that he deserved a red for whatever reason. Let me see the replay. I don't think it was a red for sure.
No, I didn't.
But let's see if it goes to VR.
Oh,
Vieira's losing his mind.
It could be a red, huh? Last man.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't ruin the games like this. Yeah, come on. Don't ruin the game like that, please. Already one game.
Last man. It could very well be a red.
Southampton.
Oh my God! It is a last.
Handball kiya उसने. Handball.
It's handball.
Handball kiya.
That's a yellow. That's just a yellow.
You know what?
I don't think it's
we are lucky. We are lucky.
I'm pretty sure that's not a yellow, Ankit. Is that a red?
No, I think he pushed the player, not the ball.
He kind of swiped it, yeah.
But it's outside the box, so I don't think
that has to be a red. We'll be very lucky if he's not sent off.
I think it's passed. I think the decision's made.
वहाँ पर एक VR चेक हो रहा है लिवरपूल के लिए.
Are they reviewing it? Oh, they are reviewing it. Okay.
They are. मुझे लगता है मतलब we are lucky. That's my take. Very honestly speaking.
Oh, Liverpool score by the way.
Yeah, इसलिए वहाँ भी VR चेक हो रहा है फिर फर्मिनो का गोल के लिए.
Firmino. Yeah, checking.
Yeah, bhai.
Oh,
I think
no.
I think Thiago Silva is going to be off. I have a feeling. That's my call. I don't know what do you think. Manan, Nathan, agree?
Yeah,
has to be sent
God,
off.
no. Don't ruin this game, Evan. Yeah, come on. Don't ruin this game.
They've not done it.
It passed. Oh my God, it passed.
Is it? Check is over? People hearing?
Yeah, I think check. No, wait. Is it?
No, he's still hearing. Sending off hoga, bhai.
This referee is very anticlimactic. Oh, it's just a yellow.
Okay. Oh,
wow.
Man, we are still in there. Still in there, people. Get in, bro. यहाँ पर लिवरपूल का कंफर्म हो गया गोल with Firmino goal. Yes. Newcastle का भी 2 हो गया.
Technically, there was a centre back or somebody was behind Silva with covering, so it wasn't like he was one-on-one.
That was the last man.
But somebody was covering in the center.
He didn't get sent off.
He didn't get sent off, but Fofana was there. But the thing is, he was at least 5 yards behind vertically, Mikhail.
Oh man, this is a huge break.
Wow,
I have to say, I'm admitting it. We are lucky, in my opinion.
This was a red. I didn't see anyone behind Silva.
ये problem हो रही है back court में. This is the pressure, right? There is no cover if you're the last person.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And Thiago Silva has no pace at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They should put somebody else on. He's already on a yellow.
Luckily नहीं हुआ भाई Darren. मैं इतना बोलूँगा.
Newcastle 2 ने. Newcastle 2
हो गया. By the way, meanwhile, one thing that I would like to add is, देखिए, maybe at best, it was like अगर referee खुद initially red card देता, it would have definitely not get overturned. But again, because he gave yellow, I'm guessing a clear and obvious error. what they define it. Although being a Chelsea fan, मैं disagree करता हूँ. I feel that was a red.
That should have been a red.
Yeah.
We are very lucky.
Is Nunez injured? I don't know. I'm not hearing to that game. लेकिन match में जहाँ तक मुझे दिख रहा है, I don't think he's there. He's not injured, bro. Let me actually check it up.
He's on the bench. He's on the bench.
He's on the bench, exactly. He's on the bench. So वो expected भी था यार. Jota is the man in form. Firmino खेल रहे लेकिन तो I think you have to give that Jota will probably come even before Nunez, I'm guessing. एक सेकंड, Jota भी है, right? Jota भी है bench में. I think it's more about playing in Europe, ना. I'm guessing Liverpool का भी just like Chelsea. Yes, यहाँ पर एक question था that भाई losing both legs तो option ही नहीं है यार ऋषभ. Losing both legs तो भाई option ही नहीं है. Simple as that. यहाँ पर मेरी लाइट चल गई लेकिन आ जाएगा, टेंशन नहीं लेने का. Okay, but भैया 50-50 रेड कार्ड हो सकता था. Interesting. Although I don't agree. Let's see. Again, we are lucky. I would rather take the luck than not. I'll be very honest. There have been times when we have not been lucky. And let's be honest, Tottenham wala game we should have. Yeah, Timo Werner scored. Yeah, exactly. That's also one more thing. Playing back, Silva and back two is very dangerous for health. Oh my God. लेकिन I have to say ऋषभ, भाई ब्राजील के लिए खेलता है. I know international football is different, just like Jorginho for Italy. I don't know if any of you watched Silva in the international break, but I thought he was calm as a cucumber, bro.
Yeah, what a pass by Silva to Sterling.
See, that is the aspect that I love about Silva most.
Wow. This is what we need more of now, going forward under Potter. We need to start playing long ball. Abu Bajara Sterling, he got muscled off the ball, but you know, if we have a Broja up front, we have maybe more of a chance.
Okay. I hope you guys are able to hear me, right?
I haven't seen him. It's been like 40 minutes and I'm yet to see
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh my God. What a
I'm watching it on Hotstar now, so I might be with you guys.
I have a feeling I'm ahead, so I can't react now.
Oba scores. I think
Aubameyang scores.
Unless it's offside.
He has no.
No, Nathan, react, bro. Don't worry. React.
No, I don't want to. I can't.
Get in, man. Light और जाए. Light और जाए.
Can you imagine if I celebrate and then it's offside? Then everyone in the panel will go mad at me.
Can't believe it. I missed the goal. I actually did that.
I actually literally just said, is Aubameyang playing? I haven't seen him for 37 minutes.
Oh yeah. That's actually.
And I'm trying to hold my composure. I'm like, now I can't say anything.
Nice goal,
You have to react, bro. People want to see your reaction. Come on.
No. When we are this far ahead, we have to wait. Yeah, come on.
No.
Nathan won't celebrate, right?
You have a
He's
goal
United
from me, bro.
fan. Obviously, he won't celebrate.
Reminded me of.
But कोई नहीं.
Yeah,
the fact is, yes. Thiago Silva, who created, people who watched it, please can you help me out because मैंने miss कर दिया.
Yeah, Silva assist.
Okay, great man, great, awesome.
I imagine
took it on his body, spun and he shot. Very nice.
Very nice shot by Oba.
Vieira would be fuming right now. Silva
you can't blame him.
And now he assists the equalizer.
By the way, yeah, exactly.
ऐसे चांस वैसे आमतौर पे चेल्सी स्कोर नहीं करता.
हाँ, it was a good finish.
Can't imagine a team without Silva. Again, even that red card moment, right? You have to say that Silva probably, because of him being Silva, he didn't get sent off. You can argue that, which is not right, I know, but who knows? The referee is like, no, come on, Thiago Silva, bhai, kaise bhej sakte isko?
Wow, he had no cover, Ankit. He had zero cover. I'm surprised it's not a red. They showed like a wide angle of it. Like nobody was
भाई साहब स्टार स्पोर्ट सेलेक्ट टू वापस गोल दिखाओ. मेरा लाइट चले गया था वो 1 मिनट के लिए तभी गोल हुआ साला.
I think they showed.
I don't think second half the same formation will come out. It can't.
This is the header, follow-on header.
See, they are showing it again.
Beautiful. Hello, nice bro. Aubameyang, nice turn, man. Nice turn. Come on, get in, man. Come on. We can do it. And yes, all those people who kept faith with Chelsea in the chat, by big up आपको. सब लोग को big up है. Absolutely, because that's what makes our football, man. Premier League है. Anything can happen. Come on, Chelsea. Now अभी बस look forward. Don't look back. We are lucky. Maybe it's our day. Just at the end of the day, I would say maybe it's our day. Don't want to jinx it, but just saying it. क्योंकि रेड कार्ड नहीं हुआ, देन गोल हुआ, राइट? ओबा, या संजीव ने बताया था, ओबा पर फेथ रखिए. Like Manan said, he was missing
scoring in his PL debut. You have to love Derian for the bants.
But Palace are known to get easy fouls. Chelsea have to be careful there. Okay, yeah, Zaha especially.
Who's being stretchered off? Is it Olise?
Oh yes, man. This was like, इसलिए replay दिखा रहे थे क्या तब तक? By the way, Reece James OP also.
Follow on header, lovely spin.
It wasn't a set piece, was it?
It was a set piece. It went to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva headed the ball diagonally.
Okay, so Reece James actually took a set piece. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Oh,
Chalo,
this is
man.
not good.
Again,
You don't want to see
wondering
this.
why I'm asking, because 1 minute के लिए मेरा light
Is it Olise?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think it's Golazo.
Why no Nunes? Because he's not been as good as maybe others. Simple as that.
Mana was because he's been terrible. That's why. Liverpool, there's no Liverpool parallels, right? Okay, good.
No. मतलब मैं तो बोलूँगा पूरा Liverpool side has been bad, but considering that he's not been good as them as well.
We got heavily bantered, right? Because we were interested in Nunes at some point of time, so we got heavily bantered. They don't want to come to you with this. I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine.
But long term में he'll be decent, यार. I feel. मतलब he has that thing. मतलब थोड़ा सा control रखना पड़ेगा, but I believe that he has एक है Premier League mentality लग रहा है मुझे.
I mean, but by the time he comes into his form, Ankit, who's going to actually be left there? There's quite an aging squad that no one likes to mention.
Yeah, that's the problem with Liverpool as a squad. You're right. So they are जैसे Klopp ने बोला ना, you have to reinvent. So by the way,
and the funny thing is, no, they get this credit of being very smart in the transfer market. I'm like, how are you all smart in the transfer market? You'll have a midfield that's all in their 30s. Like, how is that smart? You either have a 30-year-old plus midfielder, or you have an injury-prone midfielder.
Acha, Klein is off. One second, sorry, Nitin, but people, I hope Klein is actually get well soon, bro. Get well soon, Klein. I hope that's not as bad as looks. Klein is off the right back, and of course they're having Tompkins coming on. Correct, Manan?
Wait, hold on. I'll just
Tompkins है ना?
Tompkins in, Nathaniel Klein out.
Right. And Mikhail, Manan and Nathan, those of you saw the goal live. Vieira लड़ रहे by the way, referee के साथ अभी quite deservingly. लेकिन how did Oba celebrate the goal? यार, I missed the celebration as well. Vieira getting a yellow card.
Normal. I mean, he was not like reserved.
He was good. He
looked at him like he looked at him like he was Roy Keane, telling you now, watch out for the slide tackle.
Third goal, people. Fulham. By Newcastle, Fulham. I actually predicted that Newcastle going to get better of Fulham, but I think 3-0. Wow.
Yeah, they're down to 10 men. Fulham is down to 10.
Fulham are down to 10 men.
Yeah, but still.
I took out all of them. I took out all the Newcastle players I had.
Yeah, चलो वो 7th-8th minute में चले गया था ना मनन आपने बोला था.
Yeah, 8th minute.
Yeah.
Vieira को yellow card मिल गया.
Yeah, exactly. Oba, nothing happened. He scored, bro. Oba is fine. It is Klein who's off.
For a change, I would love to get a undeserved win.
Actually, yaar, it's high time that we kind of deserve that.
Yeah. You know undeserved win.
West Ham and now Crystal Palace. I'm not complaining now.
I didn't clock at all what he was saying. I was just nodding and then I heard undeserved. I was like,
okay. No, like I know a lot of people criticize the Zagreb performance, but Zagreb में भी ऐसे था एक आया और उन्होंने score कर दिया बस.
No, but what I hate about this is the sideways passing. There's no intensity.
Okay.
There's no one.
No assists. Derain, no assists have been credited for the third goal. Longstaff goal.
People, it's a indirect free kick. It's a back pass. I thought at first it's a penalty for Chelsea, but it's an indirect free kick. So we have basically a back pass by Ward to Guaita. तो वहां पर हो गया भाई. थैंक्स. पेनल्टी नहीं यार, इनडायरेक्ट फ्री किक है.
अरे
शायद से मैं भी
अगर
खुश हो
if
गया
they score ना, don't tell us.
Yes. Oh, come on, Reese. Yeah, get some points on the board, please.
Yeah,
They need
I think
points
he's
today.
right. Willock and
यार ये handball हुआ है in the box. This
Back
should
pass,
be a
back pass.
penalty.
back pass,
No,
back pass.
keeper can handle ना.
नहीं,
Keeper can
उनका
use the hands.
डिफेंडर को हैंडबॉल हुआ.
No.
माउंट ने चिप किया, डिफेंडर हैंडबॉल.
No, that was a
Ball
back
is the
pass.
hand more. लेकिन after that he kicked, मतलब he passed it back. वो था first instance when I thought it's the handball, लेकिन वो ball is the hand more or less in my opinion. नहीं?
Oh my
Ball
God.
to hand to ball,
Wait,
but
that's
it
part
was
of
in
the
the
ball.
box.
मतलब was it not in natural position? अरे भाई साहब. 6 minutes of added time, by the way.
How could he not even hit it on target? Yeah, like seriously. How much closer do you want to get to the ball, to the goal?
Wait a minute. Is this a free kick inside the box instead of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
That's
the
a
hell?
indirect free kick, no? A pass back inside
Wait till you see what happened in the free kick. That's
Box.
going to annoy you more.
You guys are ahead again.
Yeah,
That is
back
abysmal.
again.
That is abysmal from Mount.
Seriously, that was
Not even hitting the target, let alone anything
यार
else.
इसको टांगों में मार देते, it would have pinged it.
शायद हाँ, मतलब it may not have gone in, but this is atrocious.
Exactly.
at least
Corners
on
तो
target.
लेते at least.
At least on target.
ये जॉर्जिनियो जहाँ पे खड़ा हुआ था ना, that's where he should have put the ball. Should have just passed it to Jorginho.
By the way, important tackle from Jorginho next minute. Otherwise, counter होता break में we would have been caught.
यार हाफ टाइम पे सिल्वा को चेंज करना पड़ेगा मेरे हिसाब से तो.
और either go back 3.
हाँ कुछ करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि he will not last the game. उसको प्रेशर करेंगे, he will get another card.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's half time in the Liverpool Brighton game.
Yeah.
ऐसे उसको उतार लेना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल में, क्योंकि वो रेफरी को भी प्रेशर पड़ेगा हाफ टाइम में कि तुमने ये क्या किया. इसको रेड देना चाहिए था.
Very wasteful.
Nice effort by Jorginho, but 2-on-1 था.
More pleasing seeing Liverpool losing at Anfield. There's nothing better. There's just nothing better at all.
Especially before just a European game.
European match. And
Nice
also
clearance.
before European match.
Nice clearance.
Who are they playing now? Liverpool? Benfica, is it?
Hold on.
I mean, in the Champions League, that is.
Yeah. That, Rangers. Oh boy. They're going to be in for a long night.
Who, Liverpool, right? Oh yeah, Liverpool are playing Rangers.
Did you see how they celebrated that 2-1 European win? Like they won the World Cup. It was lovely. It was lovely to watch.
Oh my God.
2-1.
ना करो यार.
No. Good attempt.
हाफ टाइम से पहले. Come on. That's not good.
All games are half-time except Chelsea.
Mount playing like a lion for England, but like cat for Chelsea. Oh my God. More pleasing seeing Liverpool losing at Anfield by seeing Jorginho. भाई अभी तो ओ थियागो सिल्वा ज्यादा बनता है. क्योंकि
I thought we conceded.
मुझे भी यही लगा. वो हावर्ट्स का शॉट क्यों शायद.
Yeah, Havertz का shot. Anyway, people, it's going to be half time as भाई 50 मिनट हो गए अभी तक हुआ नहीं है half time. Obviously because
Ah,
of
6
the
minutes
He should have been
added.
on target, man. He should have gotten there on target. Come on.
Okay.
को बॉडी किया उसने हावर्ट्स ने. बेचारा तड़प रहा है अभी भी.
Oh man.
Got very lucky.
Mount, man, he embodies Chelsea, man. I have to say, bhai, whatever it is, Mount का वो pathetic free kick था, लेकिन भाई you'll see a tackle in next few seconds, भाई panel आप देखना. What a tackle, bro. Trust me. At least he goes for it, man. Whatever it is, be it the last minute of the first half. Jorginho cannot match the intensity. हाँ, लेकिन again, in my opinion, again हम बात करेंगे हाफ टाइम में ऋषि. Thanks for coming on, bro. भाई हम लोग ये डिस्कस करेंगे जोर्जिनो के बारे में. प्लस एंड माइनस दोनों हुए गेम में, आप देखे तो, आप गौर करें तो, which is something which एक smart defender winning those fouls is important sometimes. तो can he do that role, but can he do last that for 90 minutes? वो एक बड़ा question है. We'll be discussing that as well as a lot of other points. Again, yes, people, it's half time as things stand, and definitely I would not say convincing half raha hai. Far from it. Again, lethargic. I don't know. Mikhail, I'll start with you. Mikhail, what are your first thoughts from that half? What are your takeaways?
Yeah, I'm seeing something different in the Chelsea game, but I'm also seeing something, same old, like we're vulnerable on the breakaways, out of nothing situations, we lose concentration. Thiago Silva got lucky there. That could have, we could have been a man down. I think we need to go into the second half with some sort of protection for Silva. Either we take him off, like you said, switch to a back three at least, because like he cannot play the game. उसको अब रेफरी भी अब अंदर जाएगा, रेफरी को गालियां पड़ेंगी काफी कि तूने क्या किया. So I think there is still a game in there. We're still in the game. I think we can still nick a result here. वो deserved, undeserved का बाद में रहेगा. लेकिन I think we're in it still for sure, 100%.
Yeah, देने बड़े अमाउंट तो अंकित भैया भी लाइक बेइज्जती करा. ये तारीफ नहीं भाई, सीरियसली उस पॉइंट में तारीफ ही कर रहा था. आई नो काफी गाली भी दी रिसेंटली, लेकिन डिफेंडिंग हैज बीन हॉरिफिक एंड वी वर लकी सिल्वा डिडंट गेट रेड अगेन. मनन एंड मी क्लियरली वे नॉट द वे से दैट भाई 100% रेड कार्ड है. मनन, क्विकली योर थॉट वेल समराइज्ड देयर बाय मिकाइल. लेकिन मनन, व्हाट आर योर प्लसेस एंड माइनसेस फ्रॉम दैट यू टेक?
Very few pluses, very honestly, क्योंकि I know we started relatively well, but it was Palace doing all the hard work, putting in the shifts. I think Oba was like virtually, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, invisible the entire time before he scored. So I'm glad that I was able to jinx that. But we cannot enter the pitch in the second half with the same tactics. We'll get skinned, very honestly. Thiago Silva in a back four is a recipe for disaster, especially अगर Jorginho midfield policing कर रहे हैं तो. So that is like a big no-no. So something has to change. Maybe Koulibaly comes in for Silva. Maybe we switch to a back three. But we can't go back onto the pitch with the same lineup. Otherwise, we are in for a huge shock.
Exactly. मतलब again, just to add to that, and I'll come to Nathan in a minute, and everyone else in the chat भी भाई. मतलब आप अगर देखिए यहाँ पर what has really changed from before. So certain notable points, a couple of them जो हमने discuss किया था during the watch along of the first half, is that वो clear एक direction था by Potter. Firstly, the fact that in terms of the formation, ठीक है, तो we went the way that we did. So again, 4-4-2 looks like it's more like a 4-2-2-2. Sometimes you can say a 4-2-3-1, लेकिन basically this is what we are going with. उसमें लेकिन डायरेक्शन क्लियर था वो फॉर फोफाना एंड फॉर सिल्वा टू हैव दैट लॉन्ग पास, और फॉर जॉर्जिनियो इफ ही इज बेसिकली सिटिंग इन द बैक, और इन मोमेंट्स जब वो पीछे आ रहे थे ही वाज लाइक लुकिंग फॉर द लॉन्ग पास. बट ऑल दैट हैपेंड फॉर 5 मिनट्स. पहला ब्रेक हुआ क्रिस्टल पैलेस का, और पहला ब्रेक से पता लग गया कि भाई हमारे जो लॉन्ग पासेस हो रहे, वी माइट मिस इट ऑन काइंड ऑफ विनिंग दो सेकंड बॉल्स बिकॉज ऑफ क्रिस्टल पैलेस स्ट्रेंथ, और दे आर काइंड ऑफ गेटिंग दोस पासेस, और वो क्रॉस किए. Fofana was kind of left nowhere in between the two. Chilwell allowed the cross to come in. So I think it's more about the physical element of Crystal Palace overpowering us. उसके लिए we went on the back foot again, sideways passing हुआ, and it, I think एक clear proof है that we have got 72% possession versus Crystal Palace 27%. I don't know, man. Nathan, as a neutral, what are your thoughts? What should Chelsea change from your perspective, and what went right or wrong for both the teams?
First of all, I was looking at the heat maps, and I feel the wing backs have not gone far forward enough, which is a little odd because of the Thiago Silva incident. You wouldn't imagine that would happen if they didn't go all the way down the wings. You see the heat map; they are somewhere between the the second and the final third of the pitch. That is where like their hot spot is. So which means they've not really gone that far down. And for Thiago Silva to be like alone at the back, that was a little shocking to me. I mean, the good positives, we kept Wilfried Zaha relatively quiet. I always think that is a positive whenever you go against him. Chelsea may have been a little wasteful. I think they should have at least looked to get their shots on target. Whether they go in or not is different. All in all, not the best game, but of course it's growing pains. Yeah, I know people were. I don't know if they were serious or not, but in the chat, but people were saying Potter out at 11 minutes. So I don't know if they might be serious. They might be serious, which is fine. But it's growing pains to me. I think Chelsea eke it out. I still say 2-1.
You do? Okay.
Let's see. My prediction was 2-1. I see both.
Yeah,
in fact,
both
it's
of
so
us did
funny.
that.
Both the bogey teams are currently looking really good. They are playing separate matches right now. One of them's winning, and one of them is giving Chelsea a tough time. So this is exactly what we think about these teams. They're really. I hold Brighton and Crystal Palace in high regard. So yeah, I think we're going to. Sorry, you guys are going to edge it out. I keep saying we because I watch a lot of United games. Yeah, I think you'll have what it takes to edge it out. I think you'll need cover for if you're going to play back for Thiago Silva in particular. Someone's going to have to get subbed out to provide that cover. I think. Who do you think? Loftus-Cheek would be coming in to?
No. So basically, I think again, options are obviously. I think Koulibaly is an obvious choice which comes out because the strength element is something which is a question mark. Up Mount again. यहाँ पर थोड़ा positives का मैं I'll just add before I go to Mikhail again. देखिए, Aniket makes a point about that physical presence ना. See, that is what I'm saying. Like one way is getting that physical presence in that match against Crystal Palace, go toe to toe, win those second balls, and actually get those passes. जहाँ पर हम depend कर सकते हैं with that physical presence in midfield. So you can either have like Nathan said about Loftus-Cheek coming in midfield. Now Tuchel thought all the time कि Loftus-Cheek is that physical presence. Like I'm sure Manan and Mikhail will add to that. Like as much as we would love that to be true, Loftus-Cheek really in recent times he hasn't looked at physical presence जो कर सकते हैं right in midfield. I don't think that's a great option. लेकिन वहां पर what is our option? Our option has been till now Jorginho. Now Jorginho, yes, he has been easily outrun. I will admit that. लेकिन आप 2-3 बार देखो ना गेम में, except for that Thiago Silva moment where he probably was totally beaten. I have to say Jorginho did get in those tackles in those very very smart fouls in, which is something where we didn't allow. Maybe like Nitin ne bola about Zaha not being actually as in used because wo counter mein they didn't have those players getting those balls. I don't know. So Mikhail, अगर हम change करें in midfield, मतलब I know Koulibaly, we've already spoken about it, but I'll just show the bench again. What is the plan B that we might have?
That's a good question, man. Loftus-Cheek का वही problem है कि Loftus-Cheek you cannot put in a two-man pivot. He has his own defensive positioning issues. So क्योंकि he's an attacking-minded midfielder, he's better at progressing the ball. So I don't know if that helps with protection necessarily. If you put if you put him there as a third holding player, maybe it works, but I don't see how that works out and how that helps us necessarily.
Yeah.
I think या तो सिल्वा को उतारना पड़ेगा और कुलिबाली को ले आए या फिर कुलिबाली को ले आए and take off the attackers in addition.
Again, these are the choices which are probably making more sense to me as well. लेकिन एक चीज मैं बताऊंगा मनन, देखिए बहुत लोग बोल रहे हैं about Kovacic, as well as Jorginho, दोनों को basically निकाल दो and things like that. I know technically Chalobah has played in Lorient, by with all due respect, man, come on, you cannot just put him in the central midfield all of a sudden. So Loftus-Cheek as well, yes, he's played in the recent year for Chelsea in midfield. Kovacic again playing on the right hand side.
Chalobah को आप कह रहे हो कि बुला नहीं रहे आप?
लेकिन right now if you actually bring Chalobah when you're 1-1 and you make a mistake, aren't you kind of putting him under the bus?
But Ankit, if I may push back, if the option is to straight swap Thiago Silva with Koulibaly, even though Thiago Silva has the assist with basically the one clear chance you all have had, like a clear open chance, wouldn't you feel like you're throwing him under the bus if you're subbing him out as well? Wouldn't that
you know
seem
what,
that way?
Manan, I don't know. I'll come to you on this. I feel personally that Jorginho, Thiago Silva in this particular game, I think they are very important for that ability to get that pass. क्योंकि हम when we are trying to get that ideal pass or sideways passing जो हम करते हैं भाई, Crystal Palace का enough physicality to kind of just clear the ball, bro. और हमें वो एक लॉन्ग पास चाहिए जहां पर गोल हुआ. मनन, मतलब I know by the way Zakaria is not available. Gallagher, yeah, he might be an option. So Manan, do you think Gallagher can do a
I
bit of both?
I would personally, and this is just my view, controversial होगा तो पता नहीं, but I would probably get Havertz out and get Chalobah or
Agreed.
Koulibaly in. Switch to a back three
Agreed.
Okay,
with Kovacic, Jorginho in a midfield pairing,
makes
and
sense.
basically a 3-4-2-1. I think that makes the most sense. Chilwell will also be, in his more natural, comfortable position as a wing back, and wahan se he can, be a bit more threat in terms of providing the width and
Going
providing
forward.
the crosses. And we all know how good Reece and Chile are on either wing back positions.
Wing back
So I
position,
would
yeah.
do that. Back to the basics. Abhi, right now, 3 points are the order of the day. You don't have to really see how good are we playing. Because Potter clearly he's not going to make us Man City in one season. So Abhi, it's all about results for him. Abhi, just go for the 3 points. Go with a formation. Go with a setup that all the players are familiar with. So don't try and experiment Abhi, which clearly failed in the first 45 minutes. So I would do that. I would, and anyway, Havertz ने ऐसा कुछ impact किया नहीं है पूरे मैच में अभी तक at least. So take him off and get a defender and defensive cover for Thiago Silva, because I think Silva is much more, influential in a back three than he's in a back two.
I
No,
think
fair enough.
unfortunately Havertz being the scapegoat seems like the only reasonable thing you can do right now, like without being very harsh on the current set of
It's not
starting
even a
11.
scapegoat, to be honest, Nathan. He's not influenced the game at all, and
Yeah, no,
I
I mean a scapegoat in the sense
Yeah.
of the only thing that makes sense without trying to be harsh to every
Right.
other player who's.
Yeah,
You know
who
what I
else?
mean?
Because like देखो, Sterling had
I
a
can't
very
think of
good
anyone
start to
else.
the
I,
game.
I wanted to say Havertz,
Yeah,
but then when I heard the possibility of maybe taking out Thiago Silva, then that's why I said, wouldn't that be like harsh on him because he provided the assist in the game so far?
No,
नहीं
it's
देखिए
just to
मतलब
protect him. It's not
yeah.
to comment on. It's just to protect him because अभी like I was saying, ये referee गया होगा ना अंदर तो इसको झाड़ पड़ी होगी कि ये तूने it should have been a red. So वो बाहर आएगा and even if it's a half foul, the card might come out. So at this
Yeah,
point,
that's a great point.
Of course. It's a good
at
point.
this
Yeah.
point, I would just remove the temptation there for the referee, but by taking him off, saying, okay, you know what, Koulibaly, I think ठीक है, he's new to Chelsea, like, and he's a veteran himself, so I think he should be able to handle it.
Yeah, especially the physicality, right? Which is something that is his bread and butter, to be very honest.
Would
हाँ, लेकिन
guys, would speed be a concern though for Koulibaly? Like I saw like Dan James giving him trouble earlier in the season.
no, I don't.
I'm not saying he's slow, but I'm saying would that be a factor because Zaha is eventually going to cut through this defense.
Silva,
So Koulibaly आएगा भी
it's
तो
going
he'll
to
come in
happen.
the left center back position, right?
So he'll
Silva,
be on the other side. Okay.
yeah, and Silva has the same problem in that case. Like Silva
Yes.
doesn't have pace either. So pace is a problem for our backline. Fofana is supposed to be the longer term fix for that, but Fofana right now positionally, I think he's a little naive. थोड़ा सा overextend कर लेता है अपने आप को, थोड़ा सा he steps out a little too much. I don't know if that's instructions, but अभी तक मैं देख रहा हूँ कि I expect him to protect Silva and Koulibaly. लेकिन वो he himself is out a little too fast.
Forward.
Yeah.
थोड़ा
Okay,
सा
by the way, let me just
थोड़ा
quickly address the people in the chat. By the way, sub log, thanks for coming on. And yes, we are just talking to Chelsea game अभी के लिए, but again Liverpool game भी madness is happening. So यहाँ पर big up to football please, Gaurav, Pratham, Dibyanshu, Rivaz, I believe Sagnik is there, yes, and Darren of course. भाई सब लोग ये बता दो, सब लोग एक एक कमेंट करिए भाई, which is that one change that Chelsea need to make. I know Sagnik is probably saying wait करो. हाँ, to add to Manan's point quickly, if I may add, देखिए Havertz का, while yes he's not influenced the game as a forward, what I would say is doubling up is something that has happened on the right hand side. और जहां पर हम देख रहे थे Reece James has actually played a few good neat 1-2s, probably that has been with Havertz. If he's not having the physicality, अगर हमारे पास वो ऐसा नहीं हो बंदा Manan on the right hand side, मतलब who is that guy who's able to kind of take Zaha on? Is it like, then don't you think Reece James ka attacking prowess will be थोड़ा सा बंद हो जाएगा.
In fact, other way around, if Reece James is a wing back, he'll be even more influential on the right hand side. Abhi jaisa hai usse. Right now he mostly has to stay back, but if you say Fofana ko right hand side pe le lo, Koulibaly comes on the left hand side, or you bring on Chaloba on the right. So in fact I would prefer Chaloba because he has the pace also to deal with it.
Or
And
he
I
has that
think
pass as well. He has that
correct.
through ball wala pass.
Correct. So I think Chaloba for some reason is being overlooked by everyone, and Tuchel ne bhi overlooked kiya tha. I don't know for what reason, and the record speaks for himself because I think whenever he has started, we have not lost a game in normal time. So I think that is.
That's
I think that is
sorry guys,
Southampton
the
score,
games
yeah.
have started everywhere else already, and Southampton have scored.
Again मैं अभी
Joe
timer
Aribo.
on करूँगा Chelsea के लिए.
Joe Aribo with Che Adams assist. If anybody has those players.
I'll just show the
Congratulations.
score for everyone wondering. Yes, by the way, FPL in the mud, people. FPL in the mud हो जाए सब लोग.
FPL in the mud, unbelievably in the mud this week. Unbelievably.
But people, this is what you're seeing. भाई scores आप देख ले. Obviously यहाँ पर Arsenal ने तो जीत लिया भाई. North London Derby. That is a great start for them. But these are the scores as things stand. Of course, matches have started like Nathan has said. So let's see whatever happens. So by second half शुरू हो रहा है. Everyone in the chat, get in. First of all, do not forget the likes and do not forget even Nathan's channel, bro. Everyone by Sports Nut Nathan उनका जो channel है tagged है नीचे. First couple of lines in description, so please you can easily find it. Click of a button, please करिए. और अगर by chance आप हमारे दोनों चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब नहीं हो तो please consider subscribing as well as liking the stream. Lot of content planned, but सब लोग second half शुरू हो रहा है and let me know what is going to happen in the second half in the Chelsea game. यहाँ पर मैं timer शुरू करने वाला हूँ. The moment it happens. Again, second half का timer है for people wondering. So let me just चलो शुरू हो गया भाई मेरा तो.
Football Creeks Cucurella is not available. He's not available for the game.
Yeah, he's not available. I think we did अच्छा आपने शायद मिस कर दिया हो कोई नहीं तो. Yeah, so I think Rishabh agrees with Manan as well. As things stand tactically, again, I know it's 1-1, so knee-jerk reaction required नहीं था, लेकिन with Mikhail's point about Thiago, I agree. यहाँ पर early good pressing, bro. Early good pressing by Chelsea. That's good to see. But again, pehla half, maybe first 2 minutes was very good for Chelsea. I don't want it to go the same way. That's all I can say. Any changes you see?
Everton equalized, by the way.
No, there is no change.
Everton equalized. Or bhai sahab.
Connor Cody.
Crazy matches going on, man. I swear.
I mean, literally everyone you can imagine you don't pick in FPL is scoring. Every single person that you don't pick in FPL is Joe Aribo with an assist, Che Adams. No one is going to go near for his price. Everyone you cannot pick is scoring right now.
I would love to hear from Manan, lekin bhai Manan. I have been one of them who's, I know he's not a superb coach, but don't you think Lampard is actually he's got more hate than what he deserves really as a coach?
Yeah, I think his 2019-20 season with us is massively underrated. So
exactly. No, even when he went, याद है December में हम top में थे, 1st December को.
Yeah, November. I think early November में we were on top. Oh.
Correct.
We were on top, but that also it's quite underrated because he had to integrate the youth. Although to be fair, squad was capable enough to finish in the top 4, but still for a new coach and what he did was, I think, very
Everton
commendable.
Scored another.
Oh my God, who's that? Pardon?
What is happening?
Fantastic. I love Lampard anyway. So
yeah, me too. I know that. The guy deserves.
And as an England supporter, I guess I have a little soft corner for Lampard as well. So
Dwight McNeil scored.
It's not.
भाई ये कहाँ पर देख रहे हो आप लोग? मेरा वेबसाइट भी नहीं बता
I'm saying I'm checking on SofaScore, Ankit. Alex Iwobi. Oh my God, Arsenal's balling out today. Yeah?
Upgrade yourself.
Arsenal are balling out today with an assist.
Yeah, but to be honest, I know Nathan, you hated Arsenal one.
Oh, I
but
can't.
I actually was happy.
Ankit's a very respectable. This is a very respectable channel.
I was actually happy.
I assure
Arsenal
you
won.
won't get any of this on my channel. He's very respectable here. You won't get it on my channel at all.
Who's respectable?
I can't stand Arsenal. I grew up in the Fergie Wenger era. I cannot say I don't like Arsenal. I cannot not say that. It's not
It's the
possible
same
for me.
with me for Spurs. So I was happy that they won.
Spurs.
हाँ मेरा
I mean,
स्पर्स और
listen,
लिवरपूल
yeah.
दोनों यार मैं तो
I
पता
mean,
नहीं Nathan
I prefer Spurs because Spurs are, as I've heard someone quote saying this, the least offensive team when they win a match.
This is a good point of football freaks. यार वही है मतलब teams which are actually not doing well at the time as a club ना तब Lampard ने लिया है तो which is
Derby
not looked
County.
at the context.
But can I push back a little? Do you think it's a very good point actually, because people do not talk about that season he did well. But do you think that is why he gets more hate? Because the next season he got backed like with incredible amounts of money or whatever. Yeah, I mean nothing's incredible anymore at the rate everyone's getting paid. But in relativity, do you think that is why he's getting more, not hate, but people want to see his demise a
It's
little
just
more?
that his teams concede goals. That is the reality, Manan. Probably we have to admit there. ना मतलब defensively.
But don't you think he
Absolutely.
spent a lot of money to avoid that? Like, see what
अरे
he
भाई
did so
लेकिन आप
well with the youth.
कितना भी नेथन कितना भी आप करो आप okay let's put it this way. Pep Guardiola and Klopp came in. Who won the league, bro? Conte. ठीक है, that's the reality. I'm not saying for the sake of it.
Absolutely.
So you get the best managers, the best players. Never in football is never guaranteed wins.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Ankit. Liverpool have equalized. I do not know what's happening. I think I'm seeing the replay right now, but they have
I don't know. I'm
equalized.
just putting
They have
that down.
definitely
Yeah,
equalized because the score.
Firmino. Luis
Yeah.
Diaz assist.
Oh,
I know
he comes on as sub. Come on, FPL not in the mud. Everyone.
I know some people
in,
who have
man.
captained Luis Diaz
Only
today,
for
so they're going to
FPL
be
thing.
very happy with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
how
on.
about-
I mean,
Kova.
that was a sad goal to concede, but they played so
Yeah,
well.
Liverpool. I think the other day also came back from 2-0 down. So Liverpool, it's not surprising that they're scoring. When you score that early against Liverpool, they have too much
Time
clock
to get back, pull it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that being said, you kind of hope Brighton can hold it down, but no, unfortunate.
So Firmino actually scoring 2 goals has worked, man. You have to give it to Klopp somewhere down the line.
I said he's going to make it work. I think he makeshift Carvalho for 45 minutes. So Luis Diaz gets a bit of a break.
यूरोप के लिए वो प्लान में था मतलब it was maybe prepared already for. चलो कोई नहीं. Chelsea are also going to score, bro. Don't worry about it. Come on, Chelsea. We got to do it, man.
As things stand right now, this benefits the Manchester teams very heavily. So I'm not
I stepped away. Were there any changes?
No.
Not in the Crystal Palace Chelsea game. No. The Liverpool game, I assume so. Luis Diaz, Carvalho. That is the change in Liverpool, which worked almost instantly. Mount with a yellow card.
Why did Mount get booked? He got fouled and he only got booked.
I think descent के लिए होगा शायद ना. I'm guessing.
Acha, it was in a previous sequence. Foul in the previous
midfield, man. Our midfield is missing, man. Get someone, please.
This 4-2-2 doesn't look like a good idea.
Okay, again.
Literally nothing in the middle.
Thanks to Jorginho, it was saved. I think Jorginho फिर भी कर रहा है थोड़ा बहुत. I think Kovacic, I have to admit, being a Kovacic stan, why the Kovacic is looking, I don't know how to pace.
The weak link, possibly.
Or maybe they just need one more person. Simple as that.
Yeah. It feels like the middle is just wide open right now. It's very...
Mikhail, imagine if, say, a Pulisic or a Ziyech come and they lose possession now. Midfield is already losing possession the way we are. I think Bishop has a brilliant point about, not being able to make sense.
वो जब 4-2-2 वो जब formation बनाते हैं तो वो बीच में कप्पा ही होता है. It's like reception.
Exactly. It looks like there's just no one standing in the middle. You know, it's just like a complete straight line.
I know it's not how it pans out on the pitch, but still, it's always a question mark in my mind.
Okay. Come on. They are trying their best to put all the pressure they can on Kepa. लेकिन भाई Kepa well done there, I have to say. Just
Yeah, doing that.
आपकी मैच क्लॉक क्या जा रही है boys?
जो अपने स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है आपको?
8.
मेरे स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है ना आप लोगों को?
यार वो 8 दिख रहा है, मुझे उसको कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा.
8 minutes of second half. So 53.
Yeah.
Actually, let me try and change it.
मैं 52 में हूँ उस वक्त. ठीक है, I'm behind still. I'm about 30 seconds behind.
You know, sometimes Mikhail, if you refresh it, you get like maybe 10 seconds out. Sometimes I don't know why it does that, but it does that sometimes. So maybe if you hit refresh, you might be a little ahead.
I'll try.
It's a weird thing that happens in the second half of these Hotstar games.
I see some movement.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Alice are toying with us. Gaurav. I wouldn't go that far. Oh my God, Newcastle 4-0. Oh, this is getting ugly now.
That red card was crucial, bro, for Fulham.
Come on, yeah. I took out all the Newcastle players. I can't believe this.
Loftus-Cheek coming, bro. Nathan.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
Good to see.
But you know what? I don't disagree because midfield में हम overrun हो रहे ज़्यादा more than.
Got to pack it in.
I would rather get Gallagher. Loftus-Cheek loses possession as well.
That's a even better shout. But maybe Gallagher has a niggle. Actually, can I ask you something? Why is Gallagher not starting this game? He knows Vieira. He's played for the team. Why is he not starting? Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Bad start to the season with that red card.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, Jorginho
he's got hurt.
This is okay. Jorginho is actually injured. Looks like that's even worse news. And okay, no, he's hobbling away, so it's not as bad. लेकिन भाई Jorginho के लिए Loftus-Cheek आ रहे, it's crazy, bro. Imagine that midfield, or maybe Mount comes in more centrally, Manan, as well.
I don't think it's a direct replacement. I think like for like.
Oh my God! Imagine a Loftus-Cheek Kovacic only, bro. Yes, we need a goal. It's attacking, but we can.
Loftus-Cheek के शक्ल पे लिखा हुआ है ये, you know, अब शामत आएगी.
Almiron scored a double, and to continue the great Arsenal form, Joe Willock has 2 assists in the Newcastle game.
Chalo, and people can credit us, bro, Almighty Blues FC, because हमने
Almiron is a steal for 5, right? What is he? 5.2? He's a steal. I can't believe I got rid of everyone.
Sterling is trying his best, but Chilwell ने छक्का मार दिया भाई स्टेडियम के बाहर. Okay, पैलेस का एक प्लेयर मार्क गई यार अपने एक चेल्सी मैन. Looks like he's having a slight injury.
Ooh.
Somehow he missed about Mark gay yaar. Yeah, of course he's
got him in the ribs, I think.
I have Nick Pope on the bench.
What drama गिर गया नहीं कुछ नहीं.
Football freaks, Pope, Isaac and Trippier all gone. No
Come
points
on, Sterling. Oh my God. That's how far behind I am.
Actually वही मैं उस मोमेंट में ना एक नेचुरल अटैकिंग टीम जो होती है ना वहां पर आपके you know the move and there is someone next to Sterling. Sterling almost waited for those extra 3-4 seconds. There was no one next to him.
बस ये प्रॉब्लम्स है. क्या करें?
क्या लगता है मनन गेम्स मैनेजमेंट बाय गेही क्या which you would have learned at Chelsea by the way, just saying.
Yeah, I mean I'm just hoping it's not serious for him at least.
He's looking like
game शुरू हो जाए हमने
he's crying.
करना है.
Crying मतलब serious होगा फिर.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. Like his face is just.
Yeah, opening the laces as much.
Taking out his shoes. It's not looking good.
I'm putting the Chelsea glasses.
Was he into World Cup contention? I think he was, na? Isliye he may be crying. Probably.
He got called up for this squad, this friendly.
Maybe
he saw
that
0 minutes.
If he's crying, then probably it's a serious one.
No, he isn't. He's fine. He's also hobbling away. I think he's okay. He'll be fine, I believe.
I mean, Gareth Sideways didn't play him at all, so.
Gareth Sideways. Sterling, yeah, he should. मतलब लेकिन शूट नहीं करता यार उस समय. मतलब he had a proper wall in front of him. They need someone else just beside. Chilwell जो काफी पीछे थे ना. That's why Chilwell का he wasn't ready for that moment. Chilwell.
Liverpool scored. Oh my God, no.
मेरा
Oh
पीछे चल
my
रहा है क्या अभी?
God, no. Yeah. No, wait, hold on.
नहीं यार. 62
I'm getting
62 मिनट
I'm
मेरा.
getting it on Sofa score that he scored. God, I hope it's not true.
Okay, मैं यार मैच देख रहा हूँ मैं बाय द वे लिवरपूल वाला भी.
Oh
हाँ यार,
no, it is true.
lucky
It
goal
is
bro,
true.
lucky goal. कॉर्नर था
Luis
and
Diaz?
Luis Diaz kind of was just there, rebound होके कैसे ना कैसे गोल लग गया भाई. They were there, obviously.
Unlucky.
Make your luck.
Unlucky.
Liverpool, man, they come back. Can you believe it? 3-2 at Anfield.
Sorry.
I hope we also come back. So now Potter wins and Brighton loses.
Terrain Trippier is playing. He's the captain today. I can't believe this. Even Lloris conceded a goal like this with this awkward bounce back into the goal today. Unbelievable.
Oh, that was a shambolic goalkeeping performance.
And I know somebody that is captain Luis Diaz today, and look at the luck. No half time already on the score sheet.
मैंने खुद रेकमेंड भी किया था लुइस डियाज को कैप्टन बनाओ, लेकिन वही है, डिफरेंशियल हैज वर्क ब्रो. टेल मी.
Differential.
Sometimes it does.
Havertz should have
I
scored
went
that.
with Salah, but
Oh my goodness, Havertz. यार इन पोजीशन
goal.
से we don't score, man.
Webster
कहाँ
own goal.
करेंगे इसको? Come
For
on.
Liverpool.
Webster on board. Correct me if I'm
Man,
wrong,
they are
but
like
wouldn't
falling
know.
over like 9 pins. What is this yaar? Michael
Ankit,
Olise
correct
falls
me if
down.
I'm wrong, but isn't Webster like a hot purchase on FPL? Like one of those cheap purchases, a Brighton defense member?
Yeah, but that is when the Brighton were not kind of conceding at that point. Webster was probably a good purchase. Plus, the guy is good on set pieces. He wins a lot of headers, so he gets you some bonus points. Lekin he's not your goal scorer really, right?
I mean, I really hope Brighton pull this off now. Yeah, they have to. 3 goals to concede in the second half with only 20 minutes played.
Havertz should have scored. Yeah.
How many times you have typed that? Havertz should have scored.
That's the problem. We try to make a centre forward out of a person who's not.
Yeah, that was a first-time shot opportunity.
I think we should only buy players worth 32 million pounds. Only those people have been successful.
Seriously, man.
Is there a reason that nobody is playing Broha? I mean, he had a good season at Southampton. Is there a particular reason?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
No, but I mean, Ankit, in the sense that the fact that he is a striker, is there a reason you all didn't play him until Aubameyang came in?
That was wrong of Tuchel in my opinion. He deserved at least 2 games.
I didn't understand why he calls him back. He was doing so well at Southampton. You should have just sent him back on loan if you're not going to use him.
No, the idea was मतलब एक Tuchel always believed ना, मतलब देखिए एक था youngsters के लिए, he is a youngster, is bedding in वाला चीज था, plus he got Aubameyang first 2 games. हाँ, the moment Aubameyang started, I think against Zagreb, वो वाला game was the obvious game where Broja should have 100% started. लेकिन वहाँ पर Aubameyang was a new striker. It was the first Champions League game, so he went with Aubameyang despite Aubameyang के injuries, which was surprising. But I think Broja का it was always meant that Broja would be here if we are not able to sign the strikers. What I kind of sensed. Again, Aubameyang happened in the very last day, so I'm guessing it's just the fact that at that point we thought, nahi yaar, Aubameyang is not 100% fit. Let's just keep him. It was more like that. Lekin I agree with you. I don't know, Manan. Would you bring Broja right now on the pitch?
It's a question of who do you take out, right?
Yeah, Aubameyang is with
Havertz. Take off Havertz, put him on.
But then
4-4-2,
Broja is not
yeah.
your winger, na? Havertz is playing on flanks.
No, Sterling can play
unless
winger.
You change the system, you can't take anyone out for Broja unless you want to take out Aubameyang, who scored.
So instead of a 4-2-2-2, we just go with a typical 4-4-2, and you get basically, say for example, just for the sake of it, I'm saying, get a Ziyech on the right hand side. I'm just saying, and get maybe a Broya. तो उसमें क्या होगा? The reason I'm saying is because वहाँ पर two strikers है. Ziyech can actually ping those balls. Again, I'm just thinking positive यहाँ पर, and yes, we will be caught in possession. I understand that as well, but
there'll be a little more protection because you're playing a flat 4 in the middle. There'll be a little more protection for Thiago Silva probably.
I'm just hoping Loftus-Cheek can keep that though. As much as I like the guy, in a flat 4, let's see. Hoping that he can.
I mean, it's going to get to a point where someone has to do something out of the box, because I don't think either of the teams will accept this one point.
Yeah, but by the way,
Especially
nice
Chelsea.
pressure put here. Nice pressure put by Chelsea. यहाँ पर I can see Havertz, Aubameyang as well as Sterling are putting nice pressure. Press अच्छा कर रहे हैं, which is looks like it's a clear indication from the bench.
I think Palace would take a point. उनके लिए तो that is more than enough.
Yeah. You already saw, no? देखो, Gehi, then Olise, they were already kind of, trying to waste time. I felt. That's what I personally felt.
I mean, Palace at the moment is 14th. And Patrick Vieira is going to be very mad about that incident in the first half.
Yeah.
So they will definitely feel a little hard done by it.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I would have lost my mind. I don't know. Patrick Vieira was very, very calm, I thought. From what I remember of Patrick Vieira, at least.
I think what we are missing really is N'Golo Kante. Yaar. We are missing N'Golo Kante. सच्ची में बोलूँ तो that midfield is nowhere. N'Golo Kante would have just won those balls and given it back, bro. जी होता. Okay. Finally, we have something. We are making something out of it. Havertz ऐसा लगा ना, literally
Credit to Palace, Ankit. Credit to Palace. Don't you think? I feel like they're keeping their composure. Big credit to them right now.
Palace is well, especially at Selhurst Park. तो मैं तो बोला ही हूँ, मतलब they are a proper outfit, यार. They are a very good team. I know a question about Steven Gerrard, and I have said it before on the stream as well. In my opinion, when Steven Gerrard was getting all the plaudits, at that point also Patrick Vieira deserved more than Steven Gerrard. And Steven Gerrard is an overrated manager. Let me tell it again. I genuinely believe it. Let's see. Okay, Thiago Silva trying to become a midfielder and adding to the midfield. भाई बहुत risk ले रहे Chelsea. I'm actually liking the fact, यार. Mikhail और मैं बहुत बार discuss कर रहे हैं. Well, are we taking enough risks? Looks like instead of waiting till the 80th minute, we are trying that in the 70th minute. Oh man, nice one. In particular, man, I'm seeing that Havertz is just using his body a little bit more. Clear indication from the bench looks like it. कि भाई जग तू हो गया तेरा बस. Okay, Kovac is just about helping us off.
जब Havertz body use करता है ना तो effective तो है, लेकिन it's more as a disruptive role. When he doesn't have the ball. When he has the ball, he doesn't use his body as well.
Use his body enough. Very to the point. He needs to learn that still, as a forward.
I don't think he has the upper body strength.
भाई ब्राइटन भी गोल नहीं कर रही अभी. It's not just Chelsea. मैं सोच रहा था Liverpool are also in the mud, लेकिन looks like Liverpool are looking stronger and stronger than that match. Just for people watching that match. अरे यार वापस से वही पासिंग वाला गेम, पासिंग द बॉल वाला गेम शुरू हो गया वापस.
But at least it's I think it's better that it's further upfield, at the very least.
I think now is the time we should get Broya.
I don't have a lot of confidence in us seeing out a 1-1 scoreline. तो हम नहीं करेंगे तो वो तो कर देंगे.
एक काउंटर, एग्जैक्टली एक काउंटर, दैट्स इट.
So even
I
for
don't
a
think
draw,
even
we need another
2-1
goal.
is safe with our defense right now.
अच्छा.
अच्छा, माउंट कमिंग ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड पीपल. तो लुक्स लाइक टैक्टिकली भी हम थोड़ा चेंज कर रहे हैं वापस कि माउंट हैज कम ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड.
अबे यार निकाल दे बॉल. किधर खड़े सारे. Everybody's ball watching. वही ना,
मेरे ख्याल से
अटैकिंग फेज में एंटिसिपेशन नहीं है.
आई थिंक इट्स मे बी वही है, पीपल इन द न्यू पोजीशंस एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. आप बोल सकते हो यार, जहां तक मुझे लगता है ना, ग्राहम पॉटर लाइक प्लेड अ टिपिकल इंग्लिश मैनेजर कि भाई ये लोग ऐसे भी दे आर लाइक सो ओवर डिपेंडेंट ऑन द 3 द बैक काइंड ऑफ थिंग. जस्ट गो टिपिकल 4-4-2 and go with what you have.
लॉन्ग बॉल
Let's
करो.
see. हाँ.
The thing is कि तंग आ गए 3 at the back से भी हम. So I'm here for it.
Exactly. I would go as much as to say that it's yes, we will take a hit for a few games, but I think it's worth it. I genuinely believe that. At least एक पता तो लगेगा कि.
Yeah, no, it has to translate into something up top too. Like let's start scoring 2-3 goals a game at least.
What a save by Alisson, bro! Oh my God! Point blank save by Alisson in the Liverpool game, by the way. Brighton almost scored. Great cross and a header, लेकिन Alisson was there.
When will we score?
चांस भी नहीं नजर आ रहा है. अभी मिस्टेक हुआ था, देखे थे ना क्रिस्टल पैलेस का. We didn't even होगा. कोई नहीं. We will need Broya यार. I'm still surprised we don't have a substitution. Aren't you guys? I was thinking.
The thing is, who does he bring on? Like right in the halftime, we were discussing what is a change that is reasonable enough to
we just
disrupt
need
the current 11.
Some fresh ideas, some fresh legs, and some people who can, just show that they have something in the box here.
But on
Because that's why you need,
the bench, who would that be? Would that be Conor Gallagher? Who would that
Gallagher
be?
and Broya. Manan ने बोला कि Gallagher.
Even on the pitch, right? You can push Chile and James a bit further up top. I mean, when I say up top, as in further up the pitch. Go 3 at the back.
Just curious to see the heat map improvement of
They
the
are
fullbacks.
they are the most creative players anyway we have on the team right now.
See, that
Okay,
is what Manan मैं थोड़ा सा
to be fair.
देखिए, टूकल के समय यही होता था. when we used to kind of जब हकते थे ना, sudden से go 3 the back. Okay man, Kepa OP, everyone. Kepa OP man, nice save by Kepa. But Zaha finally getting a shot. तो going again to the 3 the back again, मतलब जैसे मैंने मैकायल से डिस्कस किया था अभी 2 मिनट पहले, that even if it takes us kind of suffering for certain games, as in going back to the safety valve, is that the right thing? I don't know. That's my only concern.
Yeah,
we cannot see off the scoreline. I don't think that's a practical approach. ठीक है, we will try, but like as a fan, I don't think we have it in us to see out those kind of scorelines anymore.
There is a substitution for Liverpool for Brighton. Adam Lallana on for Darwin Estupiñán, which I guess means they are going further attacking. I guess Estupiñán is a left back, if I'm not mistaken.
Left back, yeah, correct.
When was last time we won the league?
playing in,
That's a good question.
At fullback, by the way.
But Kepa OP, man, Kepa OP. Yeah. Second time he's looked good in the last few minutes. But not good that we are not dominating anymore in terms of even possession, Liverpool chances. Yeah, a quiz question is Darren. When was the last time we won away? 1 second.
Everton.
This
First
season,
game.
huh?
First game, Everton.
Everton was away. Yeah, correct. Absolutely, Goodison. 1-0.
Was it a deserved win?
Absolutely no. Exactly. point है आपका. पैलेस वो ये एक अटैक होती है. केपा बचाया भाई, एक बार तो बचाया.
केपा ने बचा लिया वाकई में.
हाँ, ये मस्त है.
ऑफसाइड था मुझे तो लगा.
अच्छा, I didn't notice that, लेकिन
मार्जिनल. like VR पे ले जाओ अगर तो maybe.
Ankit, I don't know if you're looking at the heat maps, but there has been a further progression for the fullbacks. Just not now, I guess it's a matter of just getting the crosses in now.
हाँ, मतलब I just saw James kind of trying to cross here, but
if you see the heat map, they have gone ahead for sure. They are moved into the final third a little more, which is good.
Yeah, if you have it on screen, you can put it up, bro. I can share it as well in case you have it. Like, the fact is, Eze is getting substituted, by the way. I think they are going defensive with us going attacking. Lekin Reece James, बहुत ही interesting. He's hardly got any crosses in, bro, and that is so unlike.
Yeah, first man, he hits the first man so many times, man. Come on.
मतलब it's a probability rule ना मकाइल भाई. देखिए आप basically if you at least ask him to cross 10 times, वो at least 5 बार करेगा. वो किया ही 2-3 बार है. जहाँ तक मुझे याद है इस मैच में cross.
नहीं, you can check your shot, right? मतलब कि कहना आसान है मेरे लिए यहाँ पे बैठ के, लेकिन like you know, आप थोड़ा सा डीक कर देते हो अगले प्लेयर को, make him go in for the block, then cross or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Gallagher is coming in.
SD is going off.
Not see the
Again, I'm
player,
surprised with so late changes. I have to be honest. I'm very surprised with so late changes. I was expecting.
Schlop आ गया भाई.
वही है, मतलब they are hitting on the break ना, तो Schlop is on the left hand side. He'll be doubling up with Zaha. Gallagher coming, yes.
Broya might be coming on.
Mason Mount is not able to get the target today. I don't know, uska radar is on the wrong direction.
Oh, Broya and Gallagher. Big up, Ankit. Big up.
अरे लेकिन दो ही changes
Calls have been made.
75th minute. बहुत late है bro, बहुत late है.
I mean, as long as it's like Manan said, the 3 points matters. If they edge it out.
लेकिन Aubameyang coming off. He's not fit enough to play 90 minutes. I can get that. Or
also, he's been kind of missing, right? In a way, it's like I think Mikhail said that, right? In the first half, we barely saw him. Manan said it like for 30 minutes we didn't see him, so made sense really.
Come on, man.
He's getting clapped on by Selhurst Park. That's nice to see.
Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek, people who don't know, man, they have been at Crystal Palace for a while, in fact, on loan. And they did Gallagher having an impact the moment he comes on, and that's what I love. एक है ना, like एक kind of infectious energy that Gallagher has. No, that's something that the team needs. I require. Even Broya, in fact.
This Kante and Gallagher, a lot of energy in the midfield. That would be quite nice.
But I don't know, man. Long term, Manan, do you see Gallagher?
No, long term, no. Little bit.
मतलब
current players.
I think Gallagher का best होगा ना when you're playing a 5-man midfield. He's superb as an or a 4-3-3.
Yeah, 3-man midfield. He's a
exactly
good number 8.
Either a 3-5-2 or a 4-3-3. उसमें सही रहता है Gallagher.
He has a lot of energy.
Hustle चाहिए, hustle. We need some hustle now. We need some impact.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sterling dropping so back, bro. Our creators are not there. Trust me, our creators are not there.
I'm actually okay with Sterling dropping that back because his finishing is not very great. So if he can help out at the back anyway, that's a bonus. Ooh.
Yeah, you can say that. Sterling actually trying his best, man.
I will never understand for the life of me why people cross to Sterling. It's almost like people can't see how tall he is. I never ever understand that part. Like it's not even like banter because I'm an England fan. I've watched Kane and Sterling play up front, and I'm watching Harry Kane head the ball. You know, like how Thiago just head the ball to Aubameyang. I'm seeing Kane do it to Sterling, and I'm like, what are you doing? What is Southgate doing? I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, but
that is Werner also. And when Lukaku played, they actually didn't cross it at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually a well documented.
I have a nice nickname for him. I don't know if Ankit remembers, but when Ankit came on my other mutual friend content creators channel, I used to have a nickname for him. I guess I can say it now because none of you want him back. I used to call him trampoline toes. First touch of a
Oh
bouncy
yeah, I
castle.
remember. Okay,
Yeah.
James with a FIFA kind 1-2, but by Mark Gehi, man, imagine that, man. Mark Gehi helping Crystal Palace and against James, man. Oh wow. And these are people who kind of grown up together, by the way. Brighton playing better than us. Gaurav, yeah, it's a real thing, Gaurav. Again, वो गंदी आदत ना अच्छे मतलब आराम से छूटती नहीं. Simple as that. Basically, Brighton just play better football right now as things stand. लेकिन again, there are other ways of winning a football match that probably we'll get to, hopefully.
I mean, I don't know if you're keeping an eye on this, Ankit, but by the looks of it, Brighton are like giving them no respect. Like, I know we saw them concede 3 goals in 20 minutes, but if you see Brighton play, Brighton's like, yeah, take the ball. Pep Guardiola kind of, left, right. Yeah, we're not really worried about your pressing kind of thing.
See, but that can also be a criticism of Brighton, na, at some point. आप देखिए, मतलब even
Because
in
of the
Potter was
quality.
there, in fact, there was a lot of games I felt that Brighton should have won. A lot of games.
Yeah.
That's why the XG.
Oh, Brighton scored! Brighton scored! Come on!
Oh man, Trossard again!
Yes!
Oh
Trossard!
my god, Trossard with a hat-trick, bro.
Oh, you love to see this. You love to see this.
Get Trossard like now, man. And but again, he'll do a Chelsea, I'm sure. But go any.
He has to be your cheap midfield option. Yeah, you have to get Gross or
That's
Trossard.
just
You have
Klopp's
to.
reaction, by the way. You have to see Klopp's reaction.
I'm sure
But
he's going to
हमारा
blame the
10
lights.
बाकी
I'm
है,
sure he's going to
ये-
blame the lights, the air. I don't know. He's going to find something to blame this time. Oh my god, that was a lovely cross. Oh no, was that Welbeck again? No, that wasn't. What was that?
Well done, bro. Well done. Whoever it
Doesn't
was.
matter. 3-3.
Kaoru Mitoma. Who's this guy, bro?
Oh, I guess-
Japanese. Okay.
Somebody
He's a
new, I
Japanese.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
Kaoru
checked it out.
Mitoma.
Good one, bro.
But I love
And he
this.
seems like a
They're
good player.
churning out good players.
See, that's
Hat-trick
what
at Anfield.
scouting-
What a view.
See, Chelsea actually should hire Mikhail as a scouting coach, scout rather. I know
Ball.
almighty coach तो है ही Mikhail, लेकिन भाई आपको बनना चाहिए अपना. I remember entire summer, last summer, remember Mikhail, हम कर रहे थे Vlahovic or Gravenberch, and look at where they are now.
Yeah, no, the thing was, it's not, it's when you look at the lineup, you want something different in there, right? Then similar players we keep finding, like a lot of our players don't really add much difference in terms of impact, right? So impact player चाहिए अब squad में, midfield में impact player चाहिए. वो अब इस पर कौन है? I don't know.
Oh, Crystal Palace on the break. Oh no.
Oh, what a clearance,
block.
man! Fofana saved us a goal. Fofana saved us basically to concede a goal, and that was some clearance. That interception was much required by Fofana, his left leg, bro. Trust me. And I go with Mikhail and co, saying that I don't trust this team to actually defend, bro. Trust me. एक अटैक होता है, लगता है 100% गोल होने वाला है. चेल्सी का उतना ही नहीं लगता.
It's so funny, Ankit. We were just talking about how Brighton it might be bad for them not to show respect, and as we said it, goals.
Yeah, that's
At that point, as
yeah,
you
you're
were
right.
saying,
Nathan OP ho jaave everyone.
crazy. No, but I'm already liking this coach. If he's going to treat Liverpool like this, oh my God, this team's going to look very promising. If he's going to play like, of course, all teams don't play the same way, but the fact that he's letting them attack Liverpool is a very promising sight for the league, like the games they can play.
Yeah, that's actually fair point. लेकिन आप देखिए ना, मतलब you having Welbeck and Trossard, two like absolute informed players.
Oi, come on, Sterling! Oh,
And that Mitoma just
थोड़ा सा
now he
overplay हो गया था
skinned
ना
Trent
Mikhail.
again.
yeah, just slightly.
Oh, Lamptey's coming on. A little Chelsea now in the house.
अरे Bipra, by the way, Bipra in the house, यार. Shout out by Arsenal. Yes, as much as we guys as Chelsea and Manchester United fans don't like it, yeah, the reality is Arsenal को credit देना चाहिए. But the reality is we don't like it. लेकिन congratulations Bipra, Arsenal fan in the house. Of course, आप तो बहुत खुश होंगे यार, especially Northern Derby, and you're still top of the table.
Oh, Trossard's being substituted out. Why?
नहीं
Trossard's going out for
he has
Lamptey.
worked his socks off, bro. He's worked his socks off.
Job done.
Lamptey coming on, defensive change. They are happy with the point at Anfield. Lamptey coming
Can I
on.
ask you guys a question? Do you think that y'all were too hasty maybe on Mark Guehi and Tariq Lamptey? At least when they're fit, they seem to be doing.
अच्छा, by the way, Pulisic coming on for Chelsea. Mark Guehi वाला मैं Mikhail आपको देखता हूँ यार. Even we have discussed that.
Gahi, I think Gahi had a good offer from Crystal Palace. They were, I think they promised him the captaincy as well, or maybe said that it's a possibility. But also the fact that he wasn't going to get starting game time at Chelsea, and same is the problem with Lamptey. Lamptey was guaranteed first team football, and he had an amazing season before his injury. So you can't blame these players for
Mount is off, Pulisic is on.
I feel if Mark Guehi was a little patient, he would have because of the aging backline. But Lamptey,
exactly, yeah, 100%. We had all of these people were 1 or 2 seasons left in them. So impact सब हो गया. Captain America आ गए book लिखने. Next chapter.
क्या वो फॉरवर्ड ही खेलेगा?
उसको आपने विंग पे खिलाना है?
Mount for Pulisic.
नहीं विंग बैक तो डेफिनेटली नहीं. मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि यार we might actually ask Pulisic to actually just be up top here. That's how desperate it's getting. In terms of just play 4-4-2, let Sterling do the dirty work.
Crystal Palace.
Bro, yeah, हाँ ठीक कह रहे हो वैसे तो, लेकिन I'll take anything right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a hard fact. सच में.
But वही problem है कि I don't want us overcommitting defensively. They will try to.
I don't know, Broya. मतलब मनन क्या लगता है? Have we even played any ball to Broya? Have we played to his strengths? He's missing.
Have we played to any strikers? I mean, have we played to the strengths of any of our strikers? That's the question.
Yep. अब वो लॉन्ग बॉल किधर गया है? अब वो आ गया तो अब लॉन्ग बॉल दे दो.
Exactly.
Very honestly, I'd prefer a counter-attacking team rather than this boring sideways passing.
Manan, trust me, you don't. Trust me.
I've seen.
No. Trust me. If you were watching all the United games during Solskjaer, you wouldn't be saying this. Trust me.
No, I'll tell you what. When at the peak of your powers, right? I thought Solskjaer did very well with United, and I saw some of your games.
I get a lot of flack for it.
FA Cup game वहाँ पर लैम्पार्ड ने बीट किया था, remember मनन? जहाँ पर FA Cup सेमीफाइनल खेले थे चेल्सी और मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड.
That was Wembley. Yeah. No, but
I get a lot of flack for it, Manan. I thought he did all right with all the circumstances considering, but I get a lot of flack for it. So
it's more. I wouldn't exactly call it he did all right because he also had spent a lot of money and the results were not there, and he spent the money on a lot of trash players. To be directly disrespectful. But
no.
Some of the games...
I don't find it disrespectful. I see it's the truth, right? When any person with a brain, when you go 80 million and Harry Maguire, and no, I'm not trashing Harry Maguire. This is not what it's about. It's simply not worth it. You see, people are going to say it in different ways, but at the end of the day, it's all the same meaning. It's not worth it, and it wasn't worth it. So you have to just take that L. You have to sit quietly. You have to take that L. I mean, look, you all are taking the Lukaku L. We are taking the Lukaku L. We are all taking. It's like everybody takes an L. Every transfer is simply not going to work.
And most of the big money transfers never work. Most of them. Please tell me, people, who is that big money transfers actually really worked? Wow.
To be fair, there have been quite a few. Virgil van Dijk.
Premier League.
That Anthony debut goal against Arsenal made me feel nice. I feel like he bought back some money on that goal. Just that one goal on debut.
नहीं मतलब at least for Chelsea I know that the top 8 जो हमने spend किया है transfers, I remember discussing about Mikhail on stream, and you can argue that all 8 are actually flops in terms of the number of spendings that we have done. So for us at least it has not worked here. I
think the only signing £50 million plus signing that was successful even remotely for us was Chilwell. That's it.
And that
obviously Fofana remains to be seen. It's too early for him, but others I think None of them have lived up to the reputation.
Oh, lovely save by Bobby Sanchez. Oh, Trent Alexander free kick. Lovely save by Sanchez.
Kovacic made sure that he doesn't give the position, man. No, come what may. And that is what I love about Kovacic, bro.
Yeah, but what does he do with it then? A ball, he doesn't. Come on.
Oh my God, Mikhail! If Mikhail, if you were watching Solskjaer ball, I think you would have gone mad. You would have been very, very.
Not that anyone cares, but Fulham has scored.
Yeah.
I mean, I care. I have Mitrovic. Come on, yeah. Give me some.
I care. No. Clean sheet चल गई ना. Trippier, Pope, clean sheet चल गई.
No one. Mitrovic
I summed them all out, Ankit. I substituted everyone from Newcastle.
Okay, by the way, I must say, Indranil, man, I must give you a special thumbs up, bro. Trust me. You actually require it because you deserve it, because I think this is the positivity that we need in the club, bro. Trust me, like, yes, there's a lot of negativity floating around, but the things that have happened to us in the last 6 months, it's easy for us to go that way. But again, we need this absolutely. So thanks, Indranil, for just getting that. Hopefully we will. Again, we are waiting. I don't even remember when was the last. Juventus match last था क्या? मनन मिकाइल आपको याद है तो जहाँ हम 4 goals मारे थे?
Been a while.
Big game, yeah. Not a cup tie and all, like, you know. Do you think Trent will be more effective as a midfielder than wing back? I personally don't believe that, because he needs a space in front of him. Oh man, what a goal! That is absolutely brilliant, bro. Awesome goal by Conor Gallagher. Sorry to celebrate, but I had to do it.
What do you mean sorry to celebrate? That was crazy goal.
Golazo, what a goal out of nowhere. Yes, Chelsea have scored. It is 2-1 to Chelsea. What a goal.
Doesn't it feel nice when you call it? Doesn't it feel nice when you call it?
Doesn't
it feel nice?
अभी आप बोल रहे थे भाई कोई शॉट लेता नहीं दूर से, अपने को बेसिकली पास करना है, वो सब कर भाई. Imagine, that's a story, man. That's a story made for him.
Oh, he didn't celebrate. Respectful. I like that. He didn't celebrate. I noticed he didn't celebrate later.
And
this is what you need.
Politic assist. Not that it matters. लेकिन
this is what you need. इस situation में Havertz ball मिल रही थी, Havertz was not able to convert.
Exactly, और वो पास करके बाइलन में जाता. Mikhail.
Incredible finish. Yep. And he scored like this for Palace also, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. I remember.
He scored. This is what we want.
Yeah.
This is what impact.
Man, that was a moment, man. What a moment as a Chelsea fan, man. Trust me, man. This moment, I will always remember this moment, bro. Trust me, absolutely. And Indranil को इसलिए मैं दे रहा हूँ भाई, all the thumbs up. Indranil ने बोला था भाई, मतलब again, keep the positivity.
I think this goal settles the debate that he has a place in the squad.
Absolutely, 100%. He deserves it. But that is something which is missing from a team. और जो missing है आप पहले fix करो, नहीं?
Yes, you just need a spark plug, right? Every team needs a spark plug.
I bet Vieira is fuming right now.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, Vieira will be like.
I can't wait to see this.
But I don't know how you guys feel.
I'm Besharam. We'll take the 3 points any which way we can.
Because we have not got 3 points on many occasions, bro. Let's be honest.
This is exactly what I was referring to when I said we should get an undeserved win.
Yeah, true. Exactly. West Ham now. Lekin yaar, Gallagher, no, he reminds me of that Lampard season mein
it's over. Full time. Sorry to cut you off, Anki. Full time Liverpool Brighton.
Yeah, nice. So वहाँ पर Liverpool dropping points, and of course Brighton is still won. Yeah, by the way, I must add there, we are saying Liverpool dropping points. I must also add, because the way Brighton has been going, Brighton also dropping points is actually good for the top 4 contenders.
Oh यार, दे दे किसी को ball, दे दे किसी को. Come on.
Exactly. Have we made all our substitutions? No, right? We have made. अच्छा 3 बार हो गए, तो we cannot make more substitutions. We are done.
5 नहीं है?
नहीं, लेकिन 3 बार ही कर सकते हैं.
3 breaks, no? 3 substitutions.
Oh, okay.
Because बहुत criticism आ रही थी नहीं तो पहले.
I can't believe that Brentford haven't scored against Bournemouth. I can't believe I took Tony. What a nightmare.
Okay, man. Last minute अभी बाकी है, हो जाए भाई. Man, this is something.
See it out, guys. See it out. Come on.
It is Jonathan Mikel, man. Jonathan Mikel OP हो जाए भाई. This week he actually retired. We needed him at this point. Very much so. Or for Manchester United fan, maybe a Fellaini under Mourinho, Nathan.
That was a nightmare.
Come on, boys, hustle. Keep the ball. Ball de diya.
There's another 1 minute and change.
Yeah, this was Lampard kind of goal. वही है ना, मैं बोल रहा था Mason Mount under Lampard and Lampard himself, you know, जो first season था ना, Mason Mount actually used to take a lot of those shots. Somehow Mason Mount खुद भी कम कर दिया. The last few months, I've noticed this.
Someone who's very reliable in the league that does that, at least I trust him to do that regularly, is Ruben Neves. Because he, if you remember, he used to do that a lot in the championship as well before when they got promoted.
Yeah.
He scored one against us, Seven, a real banger. In the, I remember we
Ruben
drew
Neves,
1-1.
I remember exactly.
Out of all, it has to be a former player. Yeah, that's how it is. Always. Like today, the football creeps, the number of former players between Arsenal and Chelsea and Manchester United that have given assists or scored goals today is ridiculous. Specifically,
okay, man, come on. Last 30 seconds, baja de bhai whistle. We'll take the 3 points and just go to Europe and get Milan. We have next bhai. Let's concentrate on next 20 game. Seconds. Okay, nice. Just kicking the ball.
How do you feel about it? I'm sure you will have very mixed feelings for the games.
No. I'm 100% Chelsea fan. Milan is just a soft corner because of players, bro. I've said it all the time. Okay. हो गया people. Yes, it is done. And Gallagher is almost भाई अब तो smile तो कर सकता है भाई. I know he shouldn't celebrate.
No, I like this. I like it. Very respectful. I like this. Very respectful. Some of these players are very disrespectful
this
nowadays.
Is next level. Let me first and foremost update that it is full time as things stand, and absolutely brilliant that.
Oh, here it is, Vieira. Oh, come on. Oh, he just walked away. Wow, that was better than I thought it would be.
So anyway, it's done now. So people, what are you thinking?
Hats off to Pulisic. He did track back and clear that last ball.
Yeah, he did actually. He got the ball and then he kind of had the vision to kind of see कि वहाँ पर एक player है. मतलब I know मैं यहाँ पर बड़ा बोलूँगा. लेकिन if you all remember Lampard to SCN with the curler at against Arsenal, it was almost that. I'm just saying it. एक मतलब just nostalgic moment for me. But Ankit, my prediction 2-1 for Chelsea. बिल्कुल. Big up to Sanjeev, Nathan and myself. I think panel ने तीन जन बोले थे 2-1 जहाँ तक मुझे याद है. But anyway, let's now quickly discuss. Abhi, I'm kind of still.
Hard luck for Crystal Palace. Hard luck for Vieira. But I'm not apologizing either. We needed the point.
Vieira literally gave Conor Gallagher like a side high five, and he just kept walking. It's so sad to see. Seriously, you can't help but feel a little bad for him.
And we were lucky. मतलब यहाँ पर we can't even say that we were not lucky because let's be honest. It was probably deserving a draw. Again, games are not won on just that, right? But again, I'll be sharing the screen, of course. यहाँ पर where is Chelsea, man? Chelsea का update नहीं हुआ point शायद. भाई साहब, how have we gone down after the win? I have no idea. I think अभी से update नहीं हुआ point. चलो मैं.
Oh, because I guess because Brighton Arsenal won, right? And wait, how did
but this is
how is that possible?
No, we are in fifth. We're in fifth now.
Exactly, we should be fifth. But anyway, let's quickly review it in
13
just a few minutes, people. So I know it's a long time. First of all, thanks to everyone who's been here, be it on the chat or be it on the panel, especially the panel where they've taken their time off and come here. It's not easy being here, trust me. And big up to the panel. And यहाँ पर big shout out also to Nathan's channel. It is linked below, so please go and subscribe to that. I would highly recommend it. He knows the stuff. Quickly, Manan से शुरू करते हैं. Manan, मतलब again. The fact that he waited for the substitutions, we were all kind of thinking that, okay, what is he kind of trying? What is he doing? Did he change something in terms of instructions? Because मुझे लगा in the second half that all of a sudden we were just as in throwing ourselves a little bit more. Was that a thing जो आप notice किए? क्या change हुआ?
I believe I told you, Ankit, I felt like they were pushing forward more. I saw a couple of heat maps and I said they are playing forward. They are playing sideways, but it's a little more pressed, a little more advanced on the field. I think that was the first thing. Apply pressure, keep them on the back heel and try to see an opening. It looked like that's what it looked like it was.
But again, Manan, please go ahead, bro. What do you think?
Yeah.
What you saw in the second half?
I think exactly what Nathan said, right? It was just about pushing and pressing a bit higher, taking that extra bit of a risk, and that's exactly what I'm sure Potter would have also told. Offense is the best form of defense. So if you have the ball, there's every chance that you're gonna be in a better position, and you can't Silva and all will not be as susceptible. But I think we were a bit more adventurous on the ball, and I think we were a bit more disciplined off the ball as well. So I think I saw a different performance with the same setup, I would say, in the second half. And also credit to Jorginho, because I've been a very vocal critic of him in the recent times. I am not a big fan of him, but I think he did his best today. And of course
Even Loftus-Cheek, right? Because by Loftus-Cheek, I actually even have to admit that Loftus-Cheek playing in that middle two doesn't really suit him, to be very honest, at this point in time. Lekin again, credit to Loftus-Cheek and Potter to kind of believe that he could do that, and actually yes, ऐसा कुछ extraordinary किया नहीं, लेकिन I don't remember, apart from maybe a couple of occasions where Palace kind of hit us on the break from the middle after Loftus-Cheek came. Would that be fair to say, Mikhail? By the way, Darren ko shout out hai bhai. Darren, absolutely bhai. Yes.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think I'm wondering if this is the way forward, is to maybe not play Jorginho 90 minutes every game, right? Maybe be brave and try to take him off. Loftus-Cheek, the thing that I noticed is that when Loftus-Cheek is playing in that midfield pivot, he's not pressed as much as Jorginho is pressed, because he's physically he's a little more the opponents kind of back off him a little bit. Okay, let's try to cover our passing lanes instead of trying to rush him. So thoda sa hai wo impact. Is he a 6? No, he's not. So sooner or later he will get embarrassed and caught out. But I think for today's game, Crystal Palace deserved more from it in terms of points, but our bench, our changes were able to get stuck in and get some impact. And I think that at the end of the day, Chelsea needs goals. This is what's been missing. This is why you can argue that we got rid of Tuchel, because we just weren't scoring. So we need to start scoring goals, and I don't care where they come from at this point. We need to figure out ways to score. So
yeah, absolutely. Yes, by the way, Nathan se lete by neutral opinion again. Nathan must be happy the fact that Liverpool dropped points. Lekin for sticking to Chelsea for now, देखिए in terms of substitutions, जो आपने as a neutral would have watched Brighton versus what you saw in these couple of games for Chelsea, what do you think? Is it because he's just looking at क्या Chelsea में क्या है, इसलिए he didn't make that substitution till that almost he waited for 70 odd minutes, जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, it was
I think
76 minutes.
I think the first one, something like that, right? I think the first one 69 minutes.
No, Jorginho was more like an injury, right? Jorginho
got it. Yeah, okay. So we're talking about the impact subs.
Broya and Gallagher came in the 76th minute.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of called it in halftime, right? We were like, what about Ruben Loftus-Cheek? What about Conor Gallagher? What about Broya? And literally, those were the difference makers. The game changed when those subs came on finally. I said it in the first half. It's going to be growing pains, guys. I mean, he's literally had 2 games with the team, 2 different styles of play. Like one a Champions League game, one this. I mean, you have to give him some time. And it all in all worked out. And I believe yesterday in the chat I told you, Graham Potter becomes Harry Potter today. That's what happened. It required magic, and that's exactly what happened today. It did require magic.
I put him in that version in the thumbnal, bro. I remember that, and I was like, I got to do that.
You have to give it. You can criticize what he did. I think we can all agree that the subs were made late, but maybe they were made late with the intention of Europe in mind. Maybe they were made late because he's still figuring things out.
Maybe
it could be anything. I mean, we saw Liverpool play Carvalho. It turned out to be a dud. He literally got subbed off before the second half kicked off. They scored 2 goals in 10 minutes, 3 goals in 20 minutes, and hard luck to Liverpool. But it happens. It's growing pains when you don't have players and you have to make do with what you have.
Yeah. Okay. So I know Manan, you got to go. Yes, we're going to ending the stream in a few minutes as well. Like in Manan, before you go as well, quickly ending comments about basically what changes would you like to see now that आप 2 matches देख लिया आपने ना, क्या लगता है भाई, मतलब Milan is a huge game. It's a huge game, probably one of the biggest games in recent times that I can think of. तो आप क्या देखना चाहोगे, मतलब for me again I'll probably first hear you out. Please go ahead.
So I think first and foremost we have to revert to a back three. Milan's attack is
it's so desperate that game, right?
Much more potent than Crystal Palace. They have Leao, Giroud, lot of quality players there. So I would certainly revert to a back three. Maybe take Havertz out and same thing that I said earlier, right? Maybe take Havertz out and maybe put Chalobah or Koulibaly in. And I think we have to take the game to them. So if we are going with a defensive mindset, that won't work. So we have to take the game to them and be as direct as possible. No point in playing those nice tippy-tappy 5-yard passes. Just take the game to them and be as direct as possible. So utilize your biggest source of creativity, which is Chilwell and James, which we did not do today. Luckily, it took like a very good goal to bail us out. So I think we should do that against Milan. Otherwise, we are in for a rough night.
Yeah, absolutely. चलो on that note, let's say Manan, thanks again people. भाई मैंने I know काफी shout out दिया है, लेकिन again by chance आपको Manan नहीं पता है भाई, Manan is a Chelsea ultra, he knows the stuff inside out. Again, for people out there who might be wondering that, as in Manan all of a sudden, bhai, he was one of the most regular guys on the channel. Of course, much love to him. Like Mikhail also knows as well. Who am I? Manan abhi tak pending hai bhai, aapka who am I mana.
Oh yes, absolutely.
That is something that Manan was actually a cheat code, I remember. Now that Manan has to come as a contestant, that has been pending for a long while. But anyway, Manan, big up. Of course, up the chance.
Thank you so much for having me.
Again. Yeah, always bro, always welcome. Thanks for coming on. And yes, people, यहाँ पर we'll be ending in a few more minutes as we say bye to Manan. So meanwhile, Mikhail, yes, I know that you also have been there for a long while. Mikhail, I'll probably go with your same question that I went to for Manan about the AC Milan game. Like, yeah, we'll be again talking about it. By the way, this is the updated table. Mikhail, what do you think? Like Gallagher, we call it 100% in, but do you play a middle five or like how do you go, or 4-5-1?
Yeah, honestly, Milan, I haven't seen them, but I don't know what kind of form they're in. Kind of depends on.
Can I just answer that, Mikhail? I did a watch along for the AC Milan game last week, and I found Rafael Leao very frightening. He got an assist with a cross, and then he won an FPL assist, is what we'd call it. He got the penalty for one of the goals. He was very frightening to me. Fernando Santos doesn't seem to want to play him regularly, so that might be a hindrance to you guys because he's rested a bit. But Rafael Leao is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Exactly.
From what I saw.
And for people who know, like I literally watch every Milan match. I kind of fear Milan midfield. Benacer एक बंदा है, Mikhail, बहुत ही underrated बंदा है. Benacer जो है, I think ये बंदा in midfield, if you're not playing, in my opinion, a middle three, it'll be an issue. So going by today, lekin, again we are not sure. Thiago Silva, by the way, him playing against Milan is also a story. Joe will be talking about in midweek as well. Obviously, he's a Milan legend. Everyone forget that.
Yeah. Yep.
So, lekin how can we fit in, man? Back four, we are not comfortable. Are we?
Nah, we are not comfortable even with the back three. We're letting goals in with back threes as well. So defensively, whatever formation we play, we have to execute it better. We have to be compact defensively. Or what we've got found out. And even in a back three, we're getting scored again. So I don't think it's a formation issue. It's actually how we're executing it on the pitch. So for me, obviously, you have to be aware of the personnel and their limitations. But can we get a result at AC Milan? Absolutely, right? But it just depends on which team shows up, and gels better today, better on the pitch. Don't forget, kids. We have Giroud there, so
lot of stories, bro. Dekho Giroud, Tomori, Then यहाँ पर Thiago Silva, Koulibaly again playing against an Italian side is a story. Jorginho himself अगर fit होते तो there are a lot of subplots that are going to happen. Plus जैसे मैंने बोला, there are actually Milan are that, let me tell you, like they are one of those sides who are like right now, I would say that they have those youngsters that they can become a really good side in Europe if they continue there for a couple of more years. Brahim Diaz, they have Benacer, like I said, Tonali. तो वहां पर again I'm really surprised. लेकिन again coming back to today's game, Koulibaly wasn't played and even he did not come on. हमने बताया था like maybe we go 3 at the back and Mikhail, in hindsight, the fact that we did not choose to do that, as much as I don't like to say it, but the fact is maybe Tuchel was maybe missing in that aspect, and you see that Potter maybe a forward a positive mentality लाएगा with us not reverting back to that back three in the middle of the game.
Yeah, definitely like that, and that's what I'm saying. It's not pretty football yet, but we're trying something different, right? We've seen Tuchel's back three system. It's effective, but it's boring to watch as fans, right? Especially when we're wasteful in front of goal. So what I want to see is us trying different things, trying to play through the middle of the pitch, trying through balls, and also trying long balls, right? To switch it up, to not be that predictable all the time in our build-up, not be so slow in our build-up. So I saw a lot of that, but it's just the initial stages. It'll take time for this team to start figuring out what the next era of playing philosophy will be. I think we're gonna be kind of yo-yo between the 3 and the 4 at the back, and what that means in terms of the rest of the pitch and how we set up. But I think it's an opportunity for people to step up now and start making an impact when they get minutes on the pitch, because it's open season in that sense that if Pulisic goes in and puts in a few good performances, if Gallagher puts in a few more good performances, Loftus-Cheek, Mount, Havertz, like all these Auba, like there's so many players that need to step up and start making an impact, and they'll all be getting minutes going forward. So I'm excited, but at the same time, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. So Potter has an uphill task into the rest of the season. And it's going to be a disrupted season because of the World Cup now that's coming up as well, right? So if we can get some points on the table before the break, that's going to help us really, because December is not usually kind to Chelsea anyways. So the December run-in is again going to worry me because of our traditional knack for just kind of going off the rails in December. But I want us to start getting these ugly wins right now so that we buy ourselves a little bit of cushion for that period.
No, I hear you, bilkul. And again, like I know it's time, and we'll be winding up the stream. Again, I'll just take a quick prediction. यहाँ पर yes, big up to Divyanshu Abhishek. Here again we'll cover in a review video as well. लेकिन before ending the stream, come on, Manchester fan, quick prediction हो जाए जल्दी से.
Am I allowed to be controversial now? The stream's over.
Yeah, say whatever you want, but just you're allowed to be controversial all the time, by the way.
We are going to smash Man City. We are going to smash Man City. Write that one down. You know why? Because I've had enough of this Man City is better than everyone nonsense. Okay? We have the best form in the league right now, and everyone's disrespecting us. We're going to see. People came on my stream and told me we're going to lose 4-0. I was like, 4-0? In the last 5 games, we've conceded 2 goals. I love the confidence. It's not happening though.
चलो on that note, let's end it. And yes, thanks a lot for everyone यहाँ पर जुड़ने के लिए. Again, भाई हम सब अपने क्लब को लव करते हैं, and of course at the same time it's a view. Everyone, I have a certain view. मैं फिर भी सोचता हूँ City will be the better team, but I don't care right now. Chelsea has got a victory. The way that we have got a victory, the way that we have scored a goal, Gallagher scoring, it's a story in itself. Of course, Oba bhi, it's a big moment for Chelsea. Hopefully in the coming weeks. But thanks, Mikhail. Big up to Nathan again. People do give them a follow. Mikhail is an almighty coach. Every description has his link, so please give him a follow on Twitter. He knows his stuff. You just follow him. And Nathan, of course, आप भी follow करें उनका channel. और हम भी मिलेंगे भाई Almighty Sports Plus पे भी, as well as Almighty Blues FC very soon. And till next time, take care. Up the Chelsea, अभी के लिए, man, onwards and upwards. हो जाए.